Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? In our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
Oh, baby, let's get started now. We got the Montreal game happening, and that's okay. Steve Dangle's going to handle that. I am going to be here with you for the Ducks and Vegas Golden Knights. So for everybody who's here, welcome to being early to class. Let's have a good time together, shall we? Let's go. Game 5 is at hand. Game 4 is the Avalanche and Wild, which happened last night. I have to keep my games together. It's just been a crazy little bit of a time. And they're doing the ESPN thing tonight, so hopefully they bring up Toronto 40 more times. I can't wait. I can. Do you want me to do that at Faceoff there, Hayden? Okay, Hayden's asking me to pause my TV at Faceoff for 9 seconds because he's 9 seconds behind because he's not as cool as I am. Fun fact about Hayden, not nearly as cool because I have 9 seconds on him, and I don't know what he's going to do about that. Welcome, everybody. This is pivotal. We got a 2-2 series, and I was expecting the Wild and Avs to go 7 games. I was not necessarily expecting this one to go 7 games, but it sure looks like it might. Now, of the 3 of the 4 games, Anaheim has controlled a lot of the play, 5-on-5 in this game, in these games. The one place where I think Vegas has really shown has been special teams. It's, Anaheim finally scored their first power play goal of the series last game, but I think Vegas has allowed 2 goals on the power play this entire playoffs. They're up over 95% in penalty kill ratio, which is unbelievable. believable. Like, it's unheard of. Let's just call it what it is. And, I think having Mark Stone out last game did actually kind of hurt them. He is, along with Mitch Marner, having them on the same team killing penalties is, if you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan, it's delicious. It's nutritious. It's amazing. It does not look, at least from what I can see, that Mark Stone is back today. So it's going to be Brandon Saad again. That might be an opportunity for Anaheim to take advantage of the Vegas Golden Knights on the defensive side of the puck. But we got Wes McCauley tonight, so we might get some fun calls. He sure is a comedic man. He's got the jokes. Wes with the jokes. Let's see here. Blue White Flame. All right, Adam. It's time for that critical game 5. Go Knights, go! And Chris Mulholland, welcome to STP VIP, my friend. So glad that you joined. So what else is it? What did everybody get up to today? While we're sitting through the national anthem, there's Beckett Seneca falling asleep into his hand. He's as bored as the anthem as I am. Sean says, Adam, missed your commentary. Well, thank you, Sean. Welcome back, man. I hope you get to hang out for the whole game. As I mentioned, Steve is streaming also on the SDPN YouTube channel, and this Montreal-Buffalo game has been bonkers. So if at any point you leave and you go over there, I will completely understand, and I will get it. Buffalo is up 3-2, by the way, with 6:56 left to go in the game. I get it. I understand it. It is the end of a game, and it's more exciting. As long as you come back to Gripper Nation, come home once the game is over. The Game Clown says, are we getting a clap sync for your face-off? No, because we've got the timer. Do you need a clap sync? Okay, we're gonna be line up with Hayden. Okay. All right. Well, I can clap sync. And we also, Hayden, we should mention that our guy Chance is what we're giving away today. We gave away Wild Wing earlier in the series. Now it's Chance's turn, courtesy of McFarlane Toys. We got you can actually get in on that draw right now. Since you guys are early to the party, I figured you guys should know about this. You want to click the link in the description, and then you want to enter your name, and you want to not be from the States or Quebec, because the States have tariffs and Quebec has a lot of Quebec. I don't make the rules. It's just, that's all we can do. So you got to be Canadian, and you got to be outside of Quebec, and you can enter to win Chance, who I believe is Chance an ex-Alato? I think he is, right? Or is he supposed to be something else? Some sort of, he's not a rat. He's a rattlesnake? Okay. All right. I always thought, I was like, what is Chance? What is Chance? Anyway, I'm going to pause this for 9 seconds at face-off so I can get aligned with Hayden, because he's so slow and not cool. Oh, apparently he's a Gila monster. All right. Well, there you go. And here we go. I'm just going to pause for ready. And now 1, 2. It's not pausing, Hayden. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and I will clap at the first face-off, but we're at about 1950 right now, Hayden. I hope that's okay. I'm sorry. I'll clap at the next one. What a pain in the butt these channels are. Ridiculous. Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Daddy Wes, quack, Mr. Ducksworth. Let's go. A lot of Ontario fans cheering for the Ducks, and I think it's because we see a lot of what we want to be in the Ducks, which is young and fun and cool, which is what we're not right now. We're old and slow and boring and sad. Let's just call it what it is. Also, I think there's a lot of people cheering against Mitch Marner, which I think is wrong. I'm not cheering against Mitch Marner. I'm a little tired of the Marner dialogue, and I don't even think Marner's behind it. It was John Tortorella and that reporter. But you know what? I'm ready for that to be done. Ready for that to be over. Carter Hart plays it back up to Shea Theodore. It always takes about 5 minutes for something to happen in these games. These ones in particular. This is game 5. This is not a tie-up game. This is a go-ahead game for both of these teams. So nobody wants to screw up that early, so you sort of kind of feel each other out here and see if you can get somebody to make a mistake. And the Golden Knights come in offside. All right, we're gonna do a little clap here. Hayden, we're at 18:30, my friend. Just letting you know. and we'll know when to fire it up. 18:30, and we're about to have a face-off. Taco says, I am here for good hockey. Miniature says, those basement years as a Ducks fan were so worth it. They were a lot of years. Okay, here we go. Here he goes. You better drop that stupid puck, you silly lies, but there it is. Face off. Off we go. Yeah, listen, you suffered through a lot of pain, Ducks fans, a lot of pain. And look at you now. Look at you. And the cap is going up like crazy. Life's good, I think. Couldn't have timed this better, I think. Sisson's now on the third line. I think Saad got moved back to the fourth then. Is that what happened? Or is Kolazar back on the fourth? Nobody's got their updated lines yet, so I have no idea. Hayden, if you don't mind, can you text me the lines just to make sure I got them? Because Daily Faceoff are not doing their job, and neither Puck PD. I got to get these guys. Hey, I got to call those guys. Guys, we rely on you. 17:43 to go in the first, and we're back now. It's a 3-on-1. Through and a good save by Dostal. Barbashev had a beautiful opportunity to put one home, and the Ducks just barely keep that puck out. First great opportunity of the game, and it was a doozy. Dostal right out of the net. Shot by Rasmus Andersson on Dostal's shoulder. Back the puck comes to center ice, and it's going to be Hanifin. Calming things down, Kolazar. Out there on the fourth line with Cole Smith and Nick Dowd. What a great pickup Nick Dowd's been. 34, 35 years old, still as effective on the fourth line as ever. And, I kind of was like, Nick Dowd? No, I'm good with what they paid for Nick Dowd. Good for them. He's been great. Puck flipped in by Jeff Viel. And a good forechecking line here for the third line. I believe it's the third line here for the Ducks. Fourth line, excuse me. It's going to be Johnston, Viel, and Washi. Just another Randy says, as a Sharks fan, we hate both teams, but we hate Vegas more. I mean, listen, if you're a winner, people are going to hate you, unless you're Toronto, they just hate you anyway. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate you, buddy. So the lineup is not loaded yet, but it will be. Havoc Fiend says we're in for about 15 years of insane California hockey, aren't we? We are, with the exception of the Kings. I'm not really sold on the Kings. I'm not gonna lie. Not sold. But I think Anaheim and San Jose, they're going to be great rivals. It's going to be teal versus orange for a long time. Terry, down low. Carlson gets the puck stripped. Hanifin. Eichel through center. He's got Dorofeyev with him. And that puck is scooped up by Lucas Dostal. And there's going to be a whistle. Face-off time. The Game Clown says these ESPN announcers, barely onside, actually offside. Is that what they said? Well, hey, listen, I can't take shots. They're much better than me. I'm still learning the game. Drowsy Dan says there's still time to switch the Steve Dangle podcast to a California team podcast. You know what? The Steve Dangle podcast is not a team podcast. We happen to be Leaf fans, but it's not a Leafs podcast. We have a lot of Leafs on it because we're Leaf fans. But if it was only a Leafs podcast, that's all we talk about. But you know what? Life's too damn boring when you're only talking about the Leafs. They're interesting, and then you go, oh, you guys have made me depressed. Why don't we talk about something else more fun? And then we talk about the rest of the league. That's how it goes. Marner collects the puck in his own zone to Hutton. Hutton up to Carlson. Carlson makes a great play to keep the puck away from the Ducks. Shot! And, that just whistled wide of the shoulder of Lucas Dostal. Marner takes a little bit of a hit from Trouba. Viel. Blue White Flame says, as a Knights fan, I view the Sharks as our rivals, but not the Ducks. Interesting, Blue White Flame. Just getting a little interesting here. I'm curious, for people in the Vegas area, before the Golden Knights came to town, if you happen to be a hockey fan, Seneca's down the ice, who did you cheer for? Like, who would have been your team? I know a lot of people in Utah became Vegas fans when Vegas came to town. Now they traded in their jerseys in the first round for Utah jerseys, which I love. That was fun. Who would you have cheered for? Havoc Fiend says, "Can I make a bet with the SDP crew that Chaika drafts Stenberg over McKenna?" You can make a bet with anybody. I don't know. I actually don't even know. I don't know. Alexander said, "I'm from Vegas, but I was a Wings fan probably just because my family came from Michigan." Okay, that's interesting. Victoria says, "I don't know if I could cheer for another team or either team, but I just love hockey." You know what? That's why I'm here. That's how I feel about these playoffs. It's actually been quite relaxing not to have to deal with the Leafs drama. I mean, there's been Leafs drama, let's be honest, but a Leafs drama on the ice, then messing it up. That if there's one good thing, it's been nice to get a break from getting taunted by other teams afterwards. By the way, I don't think the Leafs are going to take Stenberg. I definitely think they're going to take McKenna. He fits the team really well. He's the best talent. You take him. And I don't even care if he wins the Calder. It's about what he's going to be in 3 to 5 years, maybe. Why? Okay. So Hayden thinks what worries him is that Sundin is a Swedish guy, has seen a lot of Stenberg, and Stenberg, to his credit, has been lighting up the men's league in the SHL. And Sundin would have seen him play a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Orange Joe says with his Colorado Avalanche emoji, watching playoff hockey with no investment is an absolute delight. Amen. Amen. Major General Tao says, "I live in LA. I go to Ducks and Kings games and Vegas games now." Oh, that's cool. How far, I guess, yeah, like for a Ducks game, that's just Orange County, which is, it's like Mississauga, right? Like it's not, not in any way comparable, I guess, but Orange County is just a different part of the greater Los Angeles metro area, I'm assuming. I'm going to watch the World Championships this year just to see McKenna, because I think Stenberg's playing for Sweden. I do want to see him play more. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a draft guru, so I haven't seen him play much. Carlson around, out front. Carlson's got that puck again. The puck never leaves his stick when he's on the ice. He's unreal. He just always has it. Barbashev gets pushed to the outside by Minchikov. Nice defensive play by a very young defenseman on a very, very good playoff forward in Barbashev, former Conn Smythe winner. Barbashev back to Eichel. Eichel's got room. He shoots. And that goes, I think, off of Minchikov and in to the crowd. Okay, so it's a 45-minute drive, so that's Mississauga. Okay. So, yeah. And Vegas is 3.5 hours. So Vegas would be roughly equivalent to Ottawa. Ottawa's about 5 hours. So is Montreal. Montreal's about 5-6 hours. It's kind of crazy to think like LA's got a team and then they've got a team 45 minutes away from that team. But Toronto can't have a second team. PWHL can. That's true. Major General Tao dropping an STPN membership. Thank you, sir. And he gave it to himself. Major General Tao received a gift membership by Major General Tao. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. I didn't even know that could happen. Congratulations, Major General Tao. You've given yourself a membership. You could have just signed up, but instead you gave yourself a free 30-day preview to Steve Dangle Podcast VIP. Well played. Well played. Has anyone ever seen? I've never seen that before. How does that happen? I didn't know that was possible. That's hilarious. Wow, that's cool, man. That's cool. Corrupted Canadian says, "I'm a Leaf lifer. This year, I hated the team with a passion. I'd rather watch the Dion Phaneuf teams." Orange Joe says, "Hey, you got to treat yourself." Oh, Major General Tao dropping 5 more SDPN memberships, but the one rule is they all have to go to him. I'm kidding. Mary Walt says, "I grew up in Orange County, different culture. We called it living behind the orange curtain." Is there more money in Orange County? Because I know there's the Real Housewives of Orange County, and they're rich. My wife watches them, and therefore I watch them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a big Housewives guy. Love OC. Love Beverly Hills. Love Potomac. Love Miami, although they just apparently they're going to reboot that show. Sad that it's going away. Miniature Morpheus says Cali people and Vegas people go between states a lot. Honestly, I would love to do that drive to Vegas because I feel like it would be an incredible, flat, beautiful, sunny drive. Like it would just be a little bit of, that little bit of desert. You put the Eagles on, or you put the band America on, and you put Ventura Highway on, and you're driving on Ventura Highway. I did that once, and I felt very cool about myself. Puck goes in. Dostal turns it aside. Out front, Marner. Oh, a great play to William Karlsson. He just tipped that puck wide. Rasmus Andersson from the point, and it goes by Dostal. Hannafin. Karlsson tried to tip that one too. 3 great opportunities there by the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't even know if one of them even hit the net, but they were close. Game over in Montreal. The Buffalo Sabres have tied the series in Montreal. You know what? Of course they have. Of course they have. Yeah, for sure they have. That series is going 7 all day, all night. Like, it's ridiculous. Crossfade Chris says it's a terrible drive from LA to Vegas. Long straight roads and nothing there. Oh. Okay. Well, it is I know it's the desert, but the desert's cool, right? Like the hot sun and the tunes. Yeah, Hayden says it's cool for half an hour, but then 3.5 hours of it, not so cool. I know when I went to Arizona, I rented a Mustang and drove down to Sedona, shot by Jack Eichel, and that was a beautiful drive. But Sedona's pretty insane. Riddick says 5 SDPN memberships for all of you. General Tao, you can't have it. Oh, Barbashev with a shot. Dostal, great save. Great save. Hayden is saying in the chat, driving through Saskatchewan is the same. Now, I have done that, and it's flat, and you can drive forever. Havoc Fiend says 3.5 hours in the desert, and you start living fear and loathing. Crossfade Chris says the lots of signs about don't pick up hitchhikers because there's prisons nearby. Whoa. That's crazy. Man, what a hot place to be in jail. Yuck. Anderson. Shot. Oh, it hit the post. Short side on Dostal and went right out in front of the net. Wide open. Nobody there. Major General Chow says, I love the drive once a month. Either you love it or you hate it. See, I feel like I'd love it because I love to drive and I love to listen to music and just vibe and not talk. I just want to listen to music and I want to just look at the scenery. Oh, man. McNabb got a hold of Paling, and Paling looks like he's in. Oh, boy. Oh, Paling looks like he's in terrible shape. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, man, you hate seeing guys go down like that. He tried to get up, but just rolled right over. I think the refs are going to have a look at this. So they're going to review this to see what happened. I didn't even know they can do that. This is awful. This is what you don't want. And Paling's been such a stud for them. So for anybody that's new and coming in, Ryan Paling got absolutely crunched by Braden McNabb. It looks like he's going to get up with the help of trainers and players, but he's going into concussion protocol for sure. I doubt he's back tonight. He might not even be back next game or this series, as long as he's okay. But he's okay, like he's at least kind of skating. Maybe. Oh, I hope he's okay. Holy. They haven't shown the McNabb hit yet, and I only sort of half saw it, so I want to see it again. I don't know why on the ESPN broadcast they have not shown this yet. So McNabb is flying at him. Oh my God. Oh, that's a terrible hit. The puck's not near him. That's insane. That's insane. I cannot believe that. and Paling smacks his head against the glass. You can see him grab the back of his head. That's dirty. And you know what? It's not a charging because he's not pushing with his skates. He's gliding in. But that's a... I mean, listen, I'm not trying to insinuate that like McNabb is some evil, dirty player. But that was a bad hit because he's just not, the puck's just not near him. See, look, so now they're saying on the broadcast, no issue with it, but Paling doesn't have this and he's not paying attention. What do you mean you don't see an issue with this? It's not about the head contact, Weeks. It's about he doesn't have the puck. It's 2 meters behind him. Did his feet come off the ice? No, I don't think his feet came off the ice. The thing about this hit is that it doesn't jump, he doesn't charge, but he hits late. It's a really late hit. Game misconduct. Yeah, listen to fucking Weeks on the broadcast. Yeah, I didn't see a problem with it. 5 in a game. Come on, Kevin. Of course it was. Like, come on, guys. Absolutely. That was the right call. Wow. So the Ducks lose Paling probably for the game, and the Golden Knights are going to lose McNabb, and John Tortorella is going to lose his temper. Oh, yo, it's Dominic Ducharme. Bye-bye, McNabb. Yeah. Hey, welcoming everybody in from the Habs game. So Ryan Paling is out. Braden McNabb is out. Ryan Paling is out because of Braden McNabb. McNabb didn't jump. He didn't charge, but he absolutely slammed. Oh, they're going to go to Dave Jackson, who's going to agree with what the referee said. Yeah. So, Dave, okay. Dave, I don't know what guys, here's what it is, all right? Doesn't have the puck. The guy's going pretty fast, and he doesn't see him. The puck is at least 6-7 feet away. That's a penalty. It's a major. What are we doing here? Is this the goal? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a hit. The hit is fine. There's nothing wrong with the hit. Why are we debating that? Clearly, it's a clean hit. If the puck's with him, he doesn't have the puck, and he's not looking. For God's sakes. A little bit of are these guys Vegas fans or something? What's going on here? Anyway, welcoming everybody in from the Montreal-Buffalo game. Big win for the Buffalo Sabres. Honestly, I thought Montreal was going to win that game, but the Sabres, despite the 40 million penalties they took, were able to weather the storm and made it happen. So welcoming you all in. There's a 5-minute major to Braden McNabb, and the Vegas Golden Knights are going to have to kill it, and they're pretty damn good at doing that. They've only allowed 2 power play goals since the playoffs starting, but McNabb is a big penalty killer. He got the major, so he is out of the game. Mark Stone, for the second time in a row, is not playing tonight, and he's a major penalty killer for them. Can the Ducks take advantage? They did last game, and McTavish being back in the lineup helps. He tried to get it to Carlson there, and Carlson was not able to handle it. Seneca with Jack Eichel all over him, and the Ducks are going to go to their next power play unit. I hesitate to call it their second power play unit because it features Granlund and Jackson Lacombe and Leo Carlson. Joel Quenneville has spread this offense out, and it's actually kind of brilliant because they have so much depth up front. Shot! Good save by Carter Hart. Rebound, not collected by anybody, but Carlson gets it, and then Terry along the boards. Terry looking for a passing lane. Over to Granlund, the other G. 61 and 64. Granlund gets taken out by Kolesar. Shot by John Carlson. That's off the knee of Kolesar. Granlund gets the puck on the half wall. Granlund surveying, looking, trying to find a lane. Is there a tip? Is there a pass? Kreider up front. And they were not able to get a stick on it, and Jack Eichel is going to clear 3:08 left in this power play. Woo! Jesse says a game misconduct is crazy. Was Jesse watching? Or is he just watching the replay? I think he's trolling. He's trolling. I know he knows that. I'll tell you, if it was a Leaf, Jesse would be like, game misconduct, kill him. String him up. Goche in. Tried to get it to Seneca. McTavish on the half wall. And the puck is cleared again. Corrupted Canadian says, I agree, Jesse. Okay, I guess you guys just don't know what interference is. Is that, are we clear on that? We don't know what interference is? All right. All right. Okay, well, you know what? The next time Jesse and I are on the ice together, when he doesn't have the puck, when he's not looking, I'll light him up. You hear that, Jesse? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Jesse. Lacombe at the blue line. McTavish to Goche. Goche's got to get more shots in this series. He has scored, but they have not done a great job of getting him the puck in spots where they need to. And remember, he's their trigger man. If anybody's good at scoring goals, it's Cutter Goche. Goche wide open right now. McTavish just could not get him to feather the pass through. McTavish to the point. Lacombe to Goche. And Goche fanned on that one, just went a little wide of Carter Hart. Back to Seneca. Goche along the half wall. Shoots. And there's a rebound. Scores! And the Vegas Golden Knights allow another PK goal, which is really rare. It's the first time this has happened 2 games in a row, all playoffs long. I believe that's the 3rd goal they've allowed in the playoffs on the PK, and Vegas fans are booing. I don't blame them. I'm sure that they feel like Jesse does, that it was only 2 minutes. But you know what? It wasn't 2 minutes, and it's 1-0. Good play by Goche there. ESPN does not seem to know that it's still a power play, because this is a major, by the way. So the power play continues. Wes Richard, 5 SDPN memberships. Let's go, Wes. Daddy Wes. Daddy Wes. Great play by Goche here. Man, Goche sure looks good in orange. I wonder what the orange team on the East Coast would have done with Goche. Maybe they would have scratched him in the playoffs. Perry, shot! Oh, Terry, I mean, not Perry. That's a different duck at a different era. Eichel. And the Vegas Golden Knights get it past the blue line. 56 seconds to go. John Carlson to Chris Kreider. Back to Leo Carlson. The Carlsons are out. Leo leaves it for Granlund to John Carlson. Terry along the half wall. Troy Terry with 2 guys on him. You see how aggressive Vegas is on their PK? That's why they found so much success. 2 guys on the puck carrier at all times. Shot, and that goes off Carter Hart and into the netting. Well, we'll get to it. This is, wow, Goche just stopped it with the top end of his stick, man. The way that young NHL players now can handle the puck, like, you sometimes you sit there and you wonder, you go, like, I guess you guys just didn't play with toys or anything. Like, how could you learn to play hockey and have hands like that? It's crazy. Goche's got 7 playoff assists, according to ESPN, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Freak 811 says Jesse needs to take some quack. He needs to stop beaking. Aha. You see? 6:33 left to go in the first period. Jackson Lacombe on the Anaheim faceoff win. McTavish in, shot. Carter Hart turns that aside. Good rebound control. Goche back to Lacombe. Puck goes out. 20 seconds to go. Ducks are going to have to tag up and go. Seneca. And at this penalty is basically going to be over. I think the top couple units for the Ducks are probably pretty tired now. 5 minutes. They spent a lot of time in the Vegas zone. 6 minutes to go in this period. And Beckett Seneca through center. Oh, that was a not good pass by Beckett Seneca. So Tim Washi is going to move up. He's been excellent on the 4th line for the Golden Knights. The Ducks. Ryan Paling is out after that Braden McNabb hit. So you're going to see a lot of line matching here. This is the 4th line, by the way, with VL and Ross Johnston. They're going to play a little bit here. They've been very effective. Jansen Harkins has subbed in a couple of times, and Mitch Marner's away on a breakaway, and there will be a penalty on this. Mitch Marner! Oh, and a good save by Dostal, and I believe there was a hooking call, and Brett Howden kind of ran into Dostal late, and then VL gave him a nice little touch, and now he's going to give him a nice little face wash. Isn't that sweet and darling? Okay, let me get to some super chats. All right, so first off, whoa, we got a lot. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Let's. Riddick says Kitchener just won the J. Ross Robertson Cup. Barrie in 4. Swept Barrie in 4 games. Congratulations, Kitchener Rangers. Hayden's mad at you because he lives in Barrie. Oh, and they're going to allow the. So Minchikov with slash 98 Anaheim slash this freaking guy. Sedin Magic 15, good evening, Gripper Nation. How are we doing? Gripper Nation, let us answer, Sedin Magic. How are we doing? I'm feeling good. I had a good day today. Do you know what I did today that made me happy? Everly, my daughter, signed up for choir, did not tell us, and she's in grade 1. She just signed up and was a part of the school musical, and her school is from kindergarten to grade 8. So there was a bunch of grade 8s who were like the leads, and they did the play, and they were singing, and they had the mics and everything. And then Everly was in the choir, and she was singing. And they were singing like Bon Jovi, and then they sang a little bit of, they did a little Taylor Swift, and it was amazing. So I had a great day. That is a great day. Give me some more stuff. Give me some good news from your day. Freak 811. Longest drive I ever made was Central Texas out to El Paso. Between El Paso and Fort Stockton, there is nothing. Yeah. Longest drive I ever did, I did Calgary to Whitefish, Montana, to Moscow, Idaho, and then back and up again. It took like a week. I was stopping in different locations and stuff, but it was like 10,000 kilometers. It's great. Astino says, why couldn't Freddie and Mitch do what they're doing for Toronto? I'll tell you why. Because the Vegas Golden Knights are not playing the 2021-22 Lightning or the 2019 Bruins. So Bruins beat the Leafs, went to the finals 2019. Lightning beat the Leafs 2022, went to the finals. Montreal 2021 beat the Leafs, went to the finals. Florida 2023 beat the Leafs, went to the finals. Florida 2025 beat the Leafs, went to the finals. Do you see a theme here? They were playing better teams. That's why. Now, I'll give Freddie some credit. He's looked spectacular when he's needed to. He's also on the best defensive team in the league. Just call it what it is. Listen, there's a big difference from shooting on Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman of the Bruins or Andrei Vasilevsky and like Pyotr Kochetkov. Well, no, Pyotr Kochetkov is no, that's not the guy I'm thinking of. Who's the guy for Vegas? Valimaki. And the other guy. Who's the other guy? Who starts for them? Eichel shot. What a save by Dostal. Oh, my God. Filth. Who's the other guy, Hayden? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's another guy. I know there is. And once somebody says it, I'm going to be so mad. Francois Labelle said, stupid Buffalo. Grr. It's okay. Listen, you got to lose 3 to win a 7-game series. It's going 7, guys. I'm gonna keep going to these super chats. Don't you worry. Hurdle muscles through that, wins the faceoff, draws Shea Theodore at the point to Jack Eichel. Eichel on the half wall, moves in, shoots, and that puck is tipped by Trouba and out into the netting. Freak 811 lost 2 NBA players today. Jason Collins, first openly gay player. Oh, did Jason Collins die today? I did not know that. And I did see the news about, wow, he's 47. And then I saw that Brandon Clark passed away too. Very sad. Very, very sad. Thank you, Freak 11, for pointing that out. I hope that sending their best to their families. Here we go. Face off again. Eichel is not taking this one because I think he was he kicked out? No, it's Hurdle. What am I doing? Look how low Hurdle gets, by the way, for the face off. Oh, Wash is going to get kicked out for that. Why does the linesman, again, if Hurdle was getting kicked out for the same thing, I would say the same thing. Why do they fake drop the puck? Just drop it, dude. Of course people are going to react if you... It's like when someone, when you're in school and someone goes up and fake punches you in the face. Oh, you reacted. You're a wimp. It's like, brother, I didn't want to get hit in the face, man. Is that wimpy? Eichel at the top of the circle. He's just kind of standing there. The Ducks need to challenge, I think, a little bit more on their PK. It's good, but they need to not let these guys get set up. They're great with the passing lanes. Look at Marner right there across. Shot and a save off of the stick of Dorofeyev. Lucas Dostal was there. That's a very dangerous Vegas shooter. Francois Labelle said, quack, quack. Robar said 10-second penalty to Ocon for being general manager. That's funny. That's an F1 joke. I like that. Freak 811. Jesse needs to take some. We already got that one. And Sangri, it took a hit on a player with no puck for the refs to finally call on Vegas. Let's not mention Seneca's Paul Correa-like hit from last game. I gotta think about that one. I can't remember. You know what? I've watched so much hockey. I can't remember anything. Hurdle with the shot. That goes wide. Dorofeyev just steals the puck. So he scores. Oh my God, that was filthy. Pavel Dorofeyev with a sniper's goal. Steals the puck, walks in unassisted, rips it top cheddar. It's in. Sexy. Hot. That's what you pay him for. Oh, baby. Wow. Wow. Dorofeyev just... I don't know what you do there. Dostal did see that. Giggling Cat dropping 10 SDPN memberships because she's here for the downfall of Joe Quinville. Just not a big fan. Wow. So Dostal saw that the whole way. He just did not get over enough in time. I think that's just a good goal, man. What else can you say? Wow. Anime Cowboy, to be honest, killing this much of the 5-minute major that Vegas did is a big deal. We have PTSD from San Jose. Well, Vegas, and I know I'm a little behind on my Super Chats. Vegas has an unbelievable penalty kill. It's the best in the league in the playoffs. And who cares what the best in the league was in the regular season? When it matters, Vegas has the best penalty kill in the league. End of story. And I will say that in my season preview next September. They have the best PK in the league. Girthy Bettman, so pretty much you're saying if the Leafs or Oilers, if you beat the Leafs or Oilers, you automatically get to the finals. I don't know. Has the Oilers had that? Have the Oilers had that happen to them? I guess so. Yeah, I guess. Freak 811. Collins was 47 and lost a battle with brain cancer. That's very sad. Very sad. Detroit fan in Montreal. We drove Steve crazy with dad jokes tonight. Please try to sneak one in next pod. He doesn't like dad jokes? Well, he's no fun. Drowsy Dan, rule 56.5. When a major penalty is imposed for an interference infraction resulting in an injury of an opponent, game misconduct shall be imposed. Take that, Jesse Blake! Ha-ha! If you're still here, that's the rule. That's the goal. What are we doing here? You guys get it? Anyway, Giggling Cat, 10 SDPN memberships. Love you, Cat. Girthy Bettman says, Doro is the best Russian goal scorer of all time. No. Pavel Bure. You think Kovalchuk? No, Pavel Bure, dog. Pavel Bure all day. Koval. Datsuk, okay, Datsuk's the best overall, I think, Russian player of all time. But dude, the best pure goal scorer is Pavel. He's insane. Taco says, Adam, thank you for Nick Waugh. He's great. You know, Drew watched a lot of Leafs hockey, and he's an Avs fan. He said, Nick Waugh sucks. And we're like, Drew, trust us. It's Craig Berube. And he's like, no, why do we trade a first and a fourth for him? This guy sucks. He sucks. And then within 3 games, he's like, holy shit, Nick Waugh is awesome. We're like, I know. It is Berube. I'm just throwing that out there. And by the way, anybody that signed up for the hashtag Berube out, as much as I like Craig, shot across the net, and Barbashev just had the puck, jumped his stick. I'm in on the Berube out. I like Craig Berube, the man. I do not like Craig Berube, the coach. I don't like the way he coaches. Wow, what a shot by Jack Eichel. That is tipped wide by Lucas Dostal. He's had to be sharp, man. He's had to be real sharp. Puck at the point with Hanifin. Vegas pressing here. Eichel gets pushed. Washi. Eichel. Washi tries to tip the puck out. Back to Hanifin. Hanifin across. Shot. Good save off the stick of Theodore by Lucas Dostal. Eichel. To Dorofeyev. No, wait, that's not. Who is that? That is Sissons. Eichel to Sissons doesn't happen much, to be fair. Like, that's why I missed that call. Oh, Detroit says, Bure isn't even the best goal-scoring Russian Ovi all day. Okay. What I mean by overall, like, Ovi scores from one place, right? Right? Bure controls the whole ice. Go look up Bure. Just go look up Pavel Bure highlights. If he had stayed healthy, man, he would have broke the record. I'm telling you. You know what? I'm staking my claim. Pavel Bure, best Russian player all time. Ovi got the stats. I'm taking it. I'm saying it. Ovi's 2. There, I said it. Fight me. Ha ha. Kolazar. I'm fired up. I had a coffee before. Oh, wow. Great redirect by Kolazar. Almost caught Lucas Dostal napping there. Detroit says Russian machine never breaks, Adam. It's true. And you know what? Ovi never did. And you know what? To be fair, health is a part of it, man. There a lot of people say, and I just did, well, if Mario Lemieux had stayed healthy, but he didn't. And that's unfair and it sucks. Gretzky stayed healthy, Howe stayed healthy, Mario didn't. There is an argument to be made that Mario Lemieux is the most talented hockey player of all time. Bobby Orr might be the most talented hockey player of all time. Bobby Orr only played 9 seasons? Might even been less than that. Mario had a myriad of health issues. Insane hockey player, and he was huge. Have you ever seen Mario Lemieux in person? I shook his hand once, and my fingers disappeared. He's huge. So he was like Matthew Nye sized with Pavel Bure hands and speed and despicable. So yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll give you guys Ovi. Fine. But Bure got robbed. I will ride for Bure. Rene said same for Lindros. Yo, I have met Eric. We've had Eric into the studio. Eric's huge. He's huge, Eric Lindros. He's just that's a man right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a man. Anyway, Freak 811 says we got to start putting Kaprizov in that combo. Oh, I know somebody who's trying to get Hayden to love him. Hayden. Meg said, completed my first 10K on Sunday in 2 hours. I walked. Hey, you did it, though. Francois Lebel, not mine, but it made me chuckle. Why is it called a dad joke? To me, it's apparent. Pain. Giggling Cat says, Pavel Bure scored 60 goals with the Cats when we sucked. I'm with Adam on this one. Thank you, Giggling Cat. I appreciate you. Sedin Magic 15, you're making the Canucks fan and me so happy with all this Pavel Bure talk. I'm telling you, human highlight reel. That guy was insane. He was crazy. Freak 811 is a Wild fan. That is why. Got it. Owen Ader says, I have a Christmas ornament of Eric Lindros, LOL. Does the tree fall over when you hang it on the tree? My wife gets upset because I have a bunch of hockey Christmas ornaments and they literally take over the tree. I've got a Wayne Gretzky. I've got Maple Leaf stuff. I even have some Steelers stuff. And she's like, I'm trying to put together a good aesthetic. And I'm like, yeah, okay, take your Hudson's Bay stuff. No. Hockey. It's Christmas. It's time for hockey. There's a lot of hockey in our house, to be fair. Sierra Marlowe says, hello, Gripper Nation. I just hope both teams lose. That's funny. All right. Now, I guess I should let you know that Chance here is up for grabs tonight, courtesy of McFarlane Toys. Now, if you get yourself in the link in the description, click on the link. If you're not based in the States or Quebec, this is for you. Francois Lebel, I'm sorry, you can't win it. I love you, buddy, but you got to get rid of Lotto Quebec. I don't even know what they do. And we want you to win Chance, especially if you want to win Chance. So get your name in the draw. McFarlane Toys, Mr. Chance right here. And remember that it is the end of the second intermission when the drawing closes. So as soon as that puck drops, it's over. So do it now before you forget, because that's what I would do. I would forget. Okay, Hayden, what clip are we playing for the first intermission? Well, let's go short. What do we got? All right, how long is that one? Okay. Well, do I have more time then? Okay, well, all right, well, let's go. Let's play some Cue It Up. You guys are going to see some hot prospects, some top hot prospects, hosted by Steve Daigle. Welcome to Cue It Up, QMJHL.
And then there were quatre. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Q It Up, where we take a look at the best from around the QMJHL over round 3 of the QMJHL playoffs. We're gonna start with a wild one. You see where I'm going with that? In an absolute 7-game slobber knocker, we have the Armada taking on the Moncton Wildcats, and here in the third period of Game 7, a wild passing play leads to a 2-goal lead for Moncton. Cue it up.
We're going to put that big line out there, I can rest assured. Kept it at the blue line by Golicic. Tommy Blyle, long pass, Desnoyers. Desnoyers dropping it for Lounsbury. The shot, wide rebound, they score! Moncton takes a 4-2 lead. Lounsbury missed the net, and who showed up to bang that in?
How do you draw that up? Was that on purpose? Was that, you should tell everyone that it was on purpose, but was it? Preston Lounsbury fires this puck right off the end boards, bink bonk, right onto the tape of Alex Mercier. 2 members of Moncton's championship winning team last season, Lounsbury and Mercier. They're trying to do it again. This gave the Wildcats a 4-2 lead. They would end up winning Game 7 by a final score of 6-2. Sticking with the Moncton Wildcats, sometimes you watch a player, you fall in love with a player, and you can't help it. For our producer Hayden, that player is Tommy Blyle. He will not stop talking about this person. I wonder why. Hayden, cue it up.
Saying, where's the 13:40 to go? Here comes Blyle. Blyle's going to find a hole. Taking it off to Gabe Smith in front to Blyle. They score! Tommy Blyle, what a play! Power play goal, Moncton's leading scorer. 3 trophies in the Q this year. Come up the ice with Gabe Smith. Some great work between the two. And Blyle jams it upstairs to make it 5-1 at 6:27. Time of the goal, l'assurance Bienot.
Oh, that's why. Tommy Blyle is absolutely wild, which he's on the right team. In 63 games, the defenseman had 13 goals and an astonishing, let me check again to make sure I'm correct, 68 assists. With 81 points in 63 games, Blyle led Moncton in scoring as an undrafted defenseman. Not undrafted because everyone missed, undrafted because he's not draft eligible yet. At least not until June. Now, in 17 QMJHL playoff games, he sits at 6 goals, 16 assists, and 22 points. This being one of them. Someone really, 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 really smart is going to draft Tommy Blyle, and I don't think they're going to regret it. All right, enough about the Moncton Wildcats for a little bit. Let's talk about the Rouyn-Noranda Huskies. Thomas Verdon is making the most of what is going to be his final season in the Q, just absolutely racking it up, and this is some of his finest work. Cue it up.
Beau chemin sur la patinoire. C'est renvoyé en zone neutre pour Verdon qui s'amène. Verdon avec Steiner. C'est un 2 contre 1. Verdon. Le tir! Oui! Thomas Verdon qui ramène, réduit l'écart entre les deux équipes.
Thomas Verdon qui a déculotté Lucas Beckman. Oui. Et là, en s'amenant 2 contre 1 comme ça, son coéquipier qui a réussi à tirer le défenseur. Et Verdon, plutôt que de prendre un tir, a choisi de couper au filet et de tenter de déjouer Beckman.
Where do you start? I love the play-by-play team going nuts like at the blue line, like we're about to see some stuff! They were right. Thomas Verdon in 64 games, 36 goals, 59 assists, 95 points. And in the playoffs, 22 points in 17 games, 8 of those points goals, including that one. Just an explosive breakout this season from Verdon, and he was a consistent goal scorer in the Q over his career. He had 3 seasons heading into this one of 20 goals or more. 21, 24, last season was 20, then 36! Well, in the regular season, he set career highs in everything, and guess what? In the playoffs, same deal. Thomas Verdon, what a player, what a goal. Here's the thing. Chicoutimi is not interested in being outshone here. Nathan Lecomte with the absolutely ridiculous feed to Maverick Lachance. Cue it up.
Ça avance, Wong à la voie, il y a de l'espace. La voie, son tir bloqué, l'on qui glisse en va derrière. Le compte, une passe, un tir de la chance avec Inglis, et le but! Son deuxième, Maverick la chance! Mais quelle passe derrière le filet! Et les Saguenayens prennent le vent par deux.
Ouais, pendant qu'on s'en prend à Émile Ricard devant le filet. Thomas Verdon. Mais là-dessus, là, Nathan Lecomte frappé au genou.
No. Show it again. I have no idea what happened to you. Show it again.
La voix, son tir bloqué, l'on qui glisse, s'en va derrière. Lecomte, une passe, un tir de la chance avec Inglis, et le but!
Look at you. You still don't know what happened. Ridiculous. Fooling everyone feed from Nathan Lecomte. I'm surprised Maverick Lachance wasn't fooled by it. That's pressure, man. That's pressure. You get that puck on your stick, you know you can't miss. You will never live it down if you miss that. Well, he doesn't. An absolutely absurd goal. One of the nicest passes, the nicest feeds that we have seen here in Cue It Up all season long. Maverick Lachance, Nathan Lecomte, take a bow. This next one is one of the most unbelievable ends to a hockey game you'll ever see. Let me set the scene. Game 6, Armada Wildcats. If the Wildcats win, they move on. Armada need to survive. About halfway through the third period, the Armada tie it up. About 3 minutes to go in the third, the Wildcats take the lead. But with just 48 seconds to go, Xavier Villeneuve ties it for the Armada, saving their season. And we are going to there's one more face-off? Oh, okay. I mean, there's like, what, a second? Less than a second left on the clock? That's not enough time to do anything, right? Cue it up.
Si seulement Zenon est capable d'aller gagner cette mise au jeu de façon franche.
Face à Smith, évidemment. C'est remporté.
C'est de Cameron. Et goal!
Et c'est exactement le patron que j'expliquais. Si Zenon pouvait remporter cette mise au jeu, le meilleur pour décocher ce lancer, c'est Justin Carbonneau qui va le faire. C'est exécuté à perfection et là...
Justin Carbonneau again! A buzzer beater off the face-off with less than a second remaining. Justin Carbonneau and the Armada force Game 7. Now, ultimately, we know the Wildcats ended up winning this thing, but that is one of the most remarkable finishes to a playoff game I've ever seen. Just to recap the season he had, Justin Carbonneau, 19th overall pick of the St. Louis Blues this past June. In 60 QMJHL games this season, he only had 29 assists. And that's because he had 51 goals. That's 80 points in 60 games, 51 of them being goals. In the playoffs, he was spectacular too. 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points in 17 games, including these heroics. Incredible season for Carbonneau, incredible moment. No time left on the clock, but he said, cue it up. For our final highlight, the Armada take Game 1, but they needed overtime. In fact, they needed 2 overtimes. In fact, they needed 3 overtimes. They needed 4 overtimes to decide this thing, and then cue it up.
Nor does Zenon. Zenon will fall. Zenon fell. Here comes Gabe Smith rushing with Desnoyers. Desnoyers in front of Gabe Smith, and it didn't connect. Do you believe that? A complete wipeout by Zenon, and in came Gabe Smith, and there's a shot. Guimont pad save, and they score. Wouldn't you know it? Maël Lavigne. I thought Desnoyers was going to shoot that puck. Kudos trying to make a pass to Gabe Smith, and it's a overtime win by the Armada at 7:48 of the 4th overtime period.
This is actually absurd. Knowing the story of how this goal happened makes it even better. After a goal in the 3rd period, the Moncton Wildcats were leading this game 2-0. Olivier Lemieux scores the Armada's first goal of the game. They're on the board. And then about halfway through the frame, Xavier Villeneuve ties the game to send it to overtime, and then 2nd overtime, and then 3rd overtime, and then quadruple overtime, which must have been annoying to the Armada because they were out shooting the Moncton Wildcats 68-40. That's how long the game was. The Wildcats had 40 shots and still got outshot by 28. Maëlle Levine finally ends this marathon, and it did help make the series interesting. Obviously, it went all the way to 7 games, but it was not enough to topple the Wildcats, who punched their ticket to the QMJHL final to defend their title. And now Moncton and Chicoutimi battle for the Gilles Courteau Trophy. Who do you got? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. For now, that is it for this edition of Cue It Up. Thank you very much for watching. Merci beaucoup. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. SDPN is your place for all things QMJHL. Tommy Blyle. Remember the name.
Kitty cats fighting in the hallway. Let's go. I'm sure that's what the game will look like, too. Just a couple of cats going, wah, wah. Hayden updates that footage daily. He's basically waiting for his cats to fight each other so he can film them, so he can entertain you, the masses. That's what Hayden does for you. That's how much Hayden loves you. He cares for you. Hayden, he's a good man. Okay, so Giggling Cat. Still talking about Pavel Bure. You know what's a good topic of conversation? In the 2001 series season, Pavel Bure had 59 goals, 33 assists, 92 points, and the Cats' season ended with 66 points total. Yeah, I remember when he got traded from Vancouver. It was crazy. Yeah, he was just a phenomenal hockey player, man. He's the best. Francois LaBelle, Cats are fighting for love. Denise Campbell interviewed Haley Wickenheiser in college, thought she crushed my hand when she hooked it. Girls got a grip. Well, because she was strong. Haley's no joke, man. Hockey players are no joke. Hayden actually, Denise, when Hayden worked at Sportsnet, because Hayden used to work, most people here at Sportsnet. I think I'm the only one that I did 2 weeks at Sportsnet. A lot of us are, well, basically all of us are ex-Rogers, but Hayden said that Haley came in and he shook her hand, and same thing, pain. She crushed it because she's got a strong grip. It's crazy. Tanibs says, smash that like button if you like cats. I mean, listen, I think you don't have to exclusively like cats. You don't even have to like cats all the time, but if you like cats even a little, it's probably worth hitting the like button. Just saying. Okay, now we got a lot of people in, which I like. We got a tie game, which I also like. We got an almost face-off, which I also like. It's a lot of things to like about the moment that we're in right now. Francois Lebel, you're right, Adam. A lot of Quebec sucks poopy bottoms. Poopy bottoms. Poopy bottoms. I like that. Poopy bottoms. Yeah, I think, I don't know why, I don't know what the hell a lot of Quebec's deal is, but, we're just not allowed to give anything away. It's bizarre. True Bawan says, will today be the day anyone from SDPN says my name right? It's so over. Love you, Adam. Truby one. Like as an Obi-Wan Kenobi? Truby-Wan Kenobi? Sports Talk Chud. You met Ed Rogers? I have not met Ed Rogers. I have not even been in the same room. But I have met Keith Pelly. Once, a long time ago. Truba1? So I did say it right. I don't know. How do you say your name? Joe Biston says, Lottery Quebec doesn't like competition. They're a government agency. What kind of competition could they possibly have? That's bizarre. Okay. All right. Now, we got a face-off happening here. Leo Carlson, Jack Eichel, number 9 versus number 9-1. And it's honestly a draw. Let's be honest about that. It just kind of flew away. 182 Kramer says, you mean the Pell Dog? Yeah, that's how I know him. I always dap him up when I see him too. Pell Dog. What's up, my brother? Sweet glasses. Hostel 3538 just dropped a $6.99 super chat. Didn't say anything. Well, you know what, Hostel? Make sure you comment something so I can at least read what you wanted to say, unless you just wanted to drop a $6.99, which I appreciate. But I'm pretty sure by buying a super chat, you wanted to say something. It's Troby one. Matherman says, Adam, you should be a linesman. Show him how to do it. I would literally oh, here we go. Oh, man. Beckett Seneca was all in alone on Carter Hart. Just the puck just found him. And Carter Hart was pretty good on that. So Matherman says, Adam, you should be a linesman. Show him what's up. You know what I would do? I would jump ball the puck. Be like, I'm not throwing it down. I'm throwing it up. Good luck, idiots. Craig says every like makes Torts a centimeter shorter. There's a Flyers fan with their good sense of humor. You know what? Honestly, there are certain fan bases that, every fan base has their own characteristics, right? Leaf fans seem to be tortured and also annoying. Canuck fans are just tortured. Edmonton fans are really cocky and then they're really upset. And sometimes they're a lot of fun. Chicago fans have a really good sense of humor. Philly fans are funny, man. Philly fans are really funny. I don't know what it is. I think it's being in Philadelphia. You have to have a sense of humor because it's the season-ending interview with Torts where he said he wanted to quit. That wasn't even the end of this. That was almost that was not career-ending. Or it should have been, but he just basically quit. What's up with that? Yeah, Torts should have fit Philly perfectly because he feels like a guy from Philadelphia who wasn't born there. You know what I mean? Bruins fans are also devastatingly funny. Bruins chirps are so good, and you're like, oh, I hate you, but that was really funny. Oh, man. Leo Carlson just took a stick to the face. No call. Puck turned over. It's going to be Rasmus Anderson tried to make a slap pass redirect play. No Vegas Golden Knight there to get it. They were tied up. Puck behind the net. Vegas pressing here in the early going. We're 3 minutes into this period. Look at this. It's Hurdle, Sod, and Sissons. Just how they drew it up, I guess. Good play for them, though. Oh, Hurdle. In. Oh, and he gets it stolen by Jackson Lacombe. Hurdle had wide open ice, but Jackson Lacombe's like, yoink, gonna win a Norris Trophy one day. It's mine. Sports Talk Chud says Torts is a Boston guy. That's why he fits Philly. You got to be tough, man. You want to be in Boston or Philly, you got to be tough. You got to be tough, but you also have to be kind of funny. Both cities are. Washy. You just don't oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to mess with you. I'm from Boston or Philly. No, it's okay. We're good. Parts of New York, too, are like that. New Yorkers are very funny. Meme Empress. Genuinely, the only thing I hate about Philly is their jerseys not being orange enough to show up orange. They're always red on TV. Oh, that's interesting. I love the Philly jerseys, man. I think they're beautiful. I've never owned one, but I think I should get one. Maybe I'll get a Lindros one or something. And it looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are going to go to the Zabox. I think that Flyers logo is just so perfectly 70s. Yeah. Is there a penalty there, or is that just icing? What are they doing here? They're just showing pictures of the bench? Okay, I guess it was icing. Washi up against Dowd. Washi wins the faceoff draw. Back to Terry, but Terry could not corral it. And look at the Vegas forechecks not to be messed with, man. They skate at you fast. What the magic with the Vegas forecheck is they're skating at you so quickly that you kind of panic. They hustle, man. They hustle. This is such a different Vegas team than the one we saw lose to the Oilers in 4 or 5 games last year. Like Hayden and I did that series, and it was like, hey, we started the series. Oh, it's over. This Vegas team is not that Vegas team. And, anytime you can add Marner and Rasmus Anderson and Carter Hart and Nick Dowd and who else did they add? Eichel. We got a 2-on-1 here. Eichel. Oh, what a great play by Jake Trouba. He's able to just tip it off Eichel's stick at the last minute. Back comes Leo Carlson. Beats Hannafin. Oh, and he put the puck wide. Marner to John Carlson. Marner gets it back down low. 5 minutes into this second period. Shots are 11-11. Somebody make a wish. I wish for the Toronto Maple Leafs to be intelligent. I wish. Is that a fair wish? Can I wish that? Am I allowed to wish that? Hayden says that's more of a prayer than a wish. All right. Shot goes off of Dostal. Dostal kicks it to the corner. Granlund chips the puck up. He's got 2 Ducks up there. Killorn. Haven't seen a lot of him this game. He's playing, but he's usually a lot more a force of nature out there. Maybe he just hasn't warmed up yet. Shot on Carter Hart, and Killorn's in front of that. Now you see him. Now you see him because he's causing shit. Hutton didn't like that. Neither did Sissons. They're like, hey, Alex Killorn, we're going to rub our gloves on your face. Demon Hunter, let's go Ducks. Adam wastes wish. Meme Empress, every time they show up, I swear, they're like the Red Wings. You're talking about the Flyers. So is it your TV, Hugh? You might need to check your TV. Also, your wish is too big. The star is... The star is not a miracle worker. Wazoo says, Adam, who is your favorite Anaheim Ducks player, past or present? Well, present, it's Leo Carlson. Leo Carlson is a god amongst men. But if I were to say, like, all time, probably Paul Kariya. He was so phenomenal growing up. And every time I got a new NHL game, I would always do the fantasy draft where all the players didn't have a contract with any team, and then you would just draft your guys. I'd always pick Paul Kariya. Paul Kariya. He was amazing. I mean, I love Teemu as well. I get that, but Paul Kariya. Clay Moo's evil twin says, Clay Emu's evil twin. Oh, that's funny. I know Clay. He's a very, very nice guy. Clay Emo's evil twin says, what did I miss tonight? I got back home from the movies and I missed the first. Well, you missed a pretty good first period, actually. Ducks got a 5-minute, Golden Knights got a 5-minute major. Ducks got the 5-minute power play. and they scored at the end of it. And then the Golden Knights got a power play, and they scored. So it's been a pretty even game. I think the shots are 11-11 still. Might even be 12-11 by somebody. It doesn't really matter. Just been a really good game 5. Alex Mercer, Adam, did you hear Hamilton has been awarded a PWHL team? Yes, I did. Hey, can I just tell you guys something fun? Your boy got an invite to the Hamilton AHL team launch next Thursday. I want to say I'm a big deal in these parts. They probably invited 20,000 other people, but I'm going there to scope out the bathrooms because we all know if you've been to Tim Hortons Field where the Tiger Cats play, there's only one flippin' bathroom in the whole place, and it's awful. So I'm hoping the TD Center, which used to be Cops Coliseum, has more bathrooms. If it does, 10 out of 10 in my books. Yeah, Hayden just pointed something out, and I was kind of monitoring that, but I didn't want to sound like I was complaining. But here it goes. I'm complaining. That was 3 fake puck drops by the linesman. We're not here to see you, bro. That's not why we paid $200 a seat. You know what? Once STPN has enough money, I'm going to go arena to arena and just rank the bathrooms. You know how Dave Portnoy from Barstool does all the pizza, right? I'm just going to go, brings Dave Staples. That's a funny cut. I'm just going to go and be like, all right, you guys know the rules. You take a pee. You take 1 pee. All right. So, and then we'll go through and we'll go say who's got the best bathrooms in the NHL. I'll go on an all bathroom tour. It'll be fun. $13 minutes to go in the second period. And the Golden Knights pressing again, but that's not a great pass, Beckett Seneca. That was completely intercepted. Moore, back on defense tonight, by the way. Ian Moore, who has played both wing and defense in this series because he's just that kind of a player. What a useful guy. What a useful player that you can do that. Somebody just said trough or no trough. Sports Talk Chud, 32, TD Garden from experience. I've peed at TD Garden. I don't remember the bathrooms, though, I'll be honest. I was more depressed and sad that the Leafs were losing like 6-0 to the Bruins in a playoff game. Can you believe that? I went to the one Bruins game where the Leafs didn't even score a goal. Of course you can believe that. It's the Leafs. I remember going to, was it Ralph Wilson Stadium in Buffalo? Was that what it was called? And that was the first time I'd ever peed in a trough because I was like very young. I think I was like 10 years old, and I had to it was hard to pee into the trough. I wasn't tall enough. I had to pee up. Sorry, too much information, but it's true. Quintero 316 says start a side channel ranking bathrooms. Call it you poop. Hey, no one poops in those bathrooms though. People do not go to games and poop. It's all beer. Giggling Cat, Wylde's washroom wines? Or does it say, whining about washrooms? I get it. Sorry, I'm a little slow, Cat. It's doing a lot of streaming here. 11:18 left in the second period. Puck is kind of flipped out. Both teams playing it awful safe right now. In through the neutral zone, Michikov puts one in on Carter Hart, and he wisely covers that up as Michikov and Terry were going at the net, and Terry just got a nice little bonk on the nose there. That's nice. Demon Hunter Mogg says, show name, crap on the Wild side. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I've been up too late. That's really funny, man. I got a little bit of the giggles on that. Woo! 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 By the way, we only have 25 people who've signed up for this. Only 25 of you want this? Chance? The Gila Monster? Sign up. Click the link in the description. Get yourself some Chance. Now, I know a lot of you are Americans. Oh, we got a man down on the ice. Hang on. Chance, you have to go away right now. Dorofeyev is down, and he's really down. Anaheim's pissed because they had the offensive zone penalty, and you're not actually supposed to blow the play dead with a player on the ice like that. It's weird. It's a weird fixture of hockey. They always do, but the actual rule is it doesn't matter if you're hurt, keep playing, unless you're like close to death. And Anaheim, and Hayden said it's typically when the other team gets possession, but Anaheim had possession. So that's interesting. Yeah. Wes McCauley's like, hurting! 2 minutes for hurting someone. So it was Lacombe that just fires this puck, and oi! Oh, it hit him on the inside of the knee where there's no padding. Oh, poor Dorofeyev. That sucks, dude. He'll be fine. He's going to skate again. But that is going to sting like a mother effer. Look, he's getting off on his own steam, though. He's like, I just got to, when you get a bruise like that, you just got to, like, walk it off. Denise Campbell says, it's got to be the Hammers for the AHL team, right? Right? I hope so. Giggling Cat, look at it, though. Chance will steal your dreams. He's plotting to kill me in my sleep. Chance wants to be won by you. Click the link in the description. Get yourself a chance at Chance. Sorry, excludes Quebec in the United States. Tariffs. A lot of Quebec. You guys know. Sedin Magic 15. No, I got the giggles on that too. It was hilarious. It was funny, right? I don't know what it was. It just kind of hit me right in the funny bone. Vegas is now down Braden McNabb and Dorofeyev. Those are big players. Also, Mark Stone, who did not dress tonight. Ryan Paling for the Ducks went to the dressing room in the first period. I don't expect he'll be back. McNabb absolutely turned him into wallpaper, and the puck was nowhere nearby, and he had trouble getting up. Big time trouble. So I would say out for precautionary reasons and should be. Theodore. Granlund. Puck up. Oh, stopped at the line. Wow, the Golden Knights were able to keep that in. I don't know how they did that. And here we go. It's Killorn. Killorn gets stripped by Theodore. Theodore fires the puck back up. It goes to Washi. Washi down to Killorn. That pass is intercepted, and the Vegas Golden Knights flip it to a empty part of the ice where Pavel Mintyukov collects it. Vegas changes. Anaheim collects and gets ready to go. William Karlsson all over Mintyukov. The full court press of the Vegas Golden Knights, I have to say, it's very impressive. Mr. Zephyrman says Quebec has a weird tax for shipping, I believe. Adam mentioned it in a prior stream. No, it's not. Apparently, it's Lotto Quebec. So what it is that Lotto Quebec wants you to pay them to give stuff away, I believe. I don't know why they do that, but if you want to give something away in Quebec, you need to pay the government to do it. Listen, I don't live there. Maybe it works for them, but they are involved in all contesting. Can you imagine? Gordon says Quebec had some restrictive lottery rules, but they repealed them in 2023, but it's not like it made the news in the rest of Canada. Yeah. So, okay. I wonder if the restricted lottery rules means that we don't have to worry about it anymore. Should I call Lotto Quebec? No, you didn't have to worry about it, the fan? Okay. You know what? I'll look into that. I'd like to look into that. Sports Talk Chud says there's no Habs giveaways. Oh, no, there will be Habs giveaways. There's Montreal Canadiens fans all over North America. Shot. Ooh, nice little redirect there by Mason McTavish off the stick of Jackson Lacombe. Sorry, Ian Moore. And, wow. That was quick. Carter Hart had to be fast on that one. You've got to be alert in this game. There's a lot of redirect plays happening. Dostal's had to make some crazy saves on them. Gauthier. To go. Oh, yeah, that was Gauthier. McTavish shot. Oh, it just barely stays out. I think it hit a player in front of the net. Gauthier made a great play for the net, and McTavish was in the right spot to get a rebound. Something the Ducks have kind of struggled with this series, not getting the rebounds that they were getting against Edmonton, that's for sure. Now, let's be honest. Bit of a difference in the defense of Edmonton versus Vegas. Yikes. Torts has had an effect on this Vegas team. They play great. They do. Oh yeah, Torts is back next year for sure. I know they're like, well, he's not. We're not sure if he's going to be back. Of course he's going to be back. What are you going to go do? Find another coach? You're going to bring Bruce Cassidy back? You won't let him talk to the Oilers. You know what, Bruce? We do like you. Come on back. Win us another cup. Hayden, why do you love that Vegas won't let Edmonton talk to? Oh, Troy Terry. He might get a penalty on Coughlin here. So Wes McCauley did not put his hand up, but the linesman did. Coughlin's trying to say he's bleeding. Did the stick hit him in the face? Yeah, it sure did. And you know what, though? It was the Vegas player that did it. Hanifin lifts Terry's stick, and then Coughlin gets hit in the face. Watch. So Terry's got a stick over Hanifin's. Is that a penalty then? I don't actually know. Does that count as a penalty? Because I guess you're supposed to be responsible for your stick. So is it? I don't know, like, because you are ultimately the one who's responsible for your stick, right? Somebody asked in the chat, is that not challengeable? It is not challengeable because it's not 4 minutes. So it's not a call. It is 5-on-5. It's, you know what? It is his own teammate that does it. Yeah, Hayden's like, you can't call that. Listen. Imagine you call that, and then guys know if I lift a stick and make it do what I want, then I can get a penalty. You'd have guys, it's the NHL. These guys are insane. They'd be like, yeah, sure, hit me in the face with my opponent's stick. I get it. I get why they didn't call that. Francois Lebel. Just a couple of years ago, they said in Canada that the Leafs have 4.6 million fans and the Habs have 4.2 million fans. I can see it. I bet the Oilers have got to be around, what, 3.5 million? There's a lot of Oilers fans. And Canucks fans, there's a ton of them too. I would say, so it's got to be Toronto, Montreal, Edmonton, Vancouver. And then I would think Calgary, Ottawa, Winnipeg, just based on city size. Like, it's interesting. When I lived in Calgary, like, Toronto's a real sports city, but our sports teams are just known for being bad. Edmonton is a real sports city. They always go to, like, Elks games and all that stuff. Calgary is a sports city, but not in the same way that Edmonton is. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Edmonton's got 5 cups and Calgary's got 1. I don't know. But when Calgary's hopping, it's amazing. But when they're not winning, people just go, eh. You know what I mean? It's a different vibe. I think maybe Calgarians are just smarter. They're like, you know what? I'm not paying to see a losing team. Whereas Toronto and Edmonton fans are like, maybe next game it'll be great. I don't know what it is. Stampede's also crazy. Somebody mentioned that in the chat. The greatest. It is. They call it the greatest show on earth, and it is. It is. Francois Lebel. They called it on Montreal against the Bolts. Oh. All right. Well, there you go. Leo Carlson crosses the blue line, leaves it for Moore, and Shea Theodore got his damn stick in the way. Ian Moore's got to be like, come on! Great defensive play by Shea Theodore. Now, very sneakily, at one point in this game, not too long ago, maybe 5-7 minutes of play ago, the shots were 11-11. They are now 20-13 for the Ducks. Ducks starting to come on a little strong here. See if they can keep it up. Beer Can Howie says, geez, so much hate for Vegas. Why? What hate for Vegas, Howie? What are you talking about? Who's hating? Is there anyone in this chat hating on Vegas? Oh, that's why. Okay, well, you know why? Okay, so if that's what you call hate, you haven't. Hello, Howie meet internet. But I think the reason that there's a lot of people cheering for the Ducks is because they're young and fun and haven't been in the playoffs in a while. Remember when Vegas were young and fun and they made all the way to the finals? Everybody's rooting for Vegas that year. That was cool. Oh, there are some haters, and wow, look at all the haters. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, Howie. You know what, Howie? Good point, man. Lots of hating, actually, Howie. Hey, Howie, I'm sorry, man. My apologies to you. I was wrong. Apologies to the haters. They were right. Wow. Look at that. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Okay. Howie, what did you do? The chat's been funny tonight. You guys have got it. Oh, 7:12 left in the second period. That's an icing call against the Golden Knights. Barbashev hates it. And there's some boos. Anime Cowboy says, Cassidy, the hockey guy said the only one report so far. So if it turns out to be real, the Oilers can be fined because they haven't fired their own coach yet. Well, I will tell you from behind the scenes that multiple sources confirmed to me that it is true. Now, listen, I don't know that they could be fined because when people fire coaches, right, there's always a coach that steps in. Like when Torts got hired, do you think that they didn't talk to Torts before firing Bruce Cassidy with 8 games to go? They absolutely talked to Torts before hiring him. So I don't know about that. I have to check with the hockey guy on that rule. I don't know what that is. Oh, Eichel. Oh boy, that was interrupted by Leo Carlson. Eichel's gonna have to pump back. Leo Carlson through center. Carlson from Gauthier. Michikov, blue line, shot, saved by Carter Harton. Not really a particularly hard save. Jackie says, I heard rumors they denied both Edmonton and LA. Truba One says, I'm so sad I can't clip that Vegas hater moment on YouTube right now. Yeah, man, that was Howie. That was a lot of hate, buddy. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, Hayden says he likes the denial of the coach stuff because it's not all buddy-buddy. Yeah, they are same division. Yeah. And listen, Bruce Cassidy's a fucking awesome coach. That's why I'll be so sad if he doesn't end up in Toronto. I'm dying for him to coach for the Leafs. I would love to see what he could do with Austin Matthews, man. Oh my God. Maybe that's why they did it. But here's the thing. If Vegas is going to be ruthless like that, and they are ruthless like that, you can always criticize it, but also, they win, man. They win. I mean, I wish my team had been more ruthless. We were way too soft. Way too soft. Oh. Maybe John Shaika and Matt Sundin saw that Cassidy was blocked, and they were like, hey, maybe we should get rid of Berube. By the way, win yourself chance. You got 552 plus the intermission to win chance. Click the link in the description. Sign up. Get yourself a chance. Sorry, Quebec, not you. And sorry, America, not you either. Try to get a Canadian P.O. box or something. Goes by Ty says, can we get a shout out tomorrow on the pod for the Kitchener Rangers who went 16-2 en route to becoming the first OHL champs. Becoming OHL champs for the second time ever. London is in shambles right now. In shambles. Yes, you can get a shout out. Excuse me, I got the hiccups now. Great. Girthy Batman says Vegas F around is always messing with the Oilers. Oh, great play and great save by Dostal. Rasmus Anderson was in the right place at the right time, and Dostal was able to make the save on both of his shots. And the puck is out across the blue line, and John Carlson's going to take it to center, fire it in. Remember that waiver pickup fiasco with Raphael Lavoie. That's true. Vegas will mess around with Edmonton. That's true. Raphael Forget says, now you can pay the tariff to Lotto Quebec. That's funny. Thank you. Wait, Justin is at, anyway, go Ducks. Oh, I thought you said go away Ducks. I was like, Justin, really? A2, Brute? Oh, Barbashev falls down, and that's bad timing because Chris Kreider gets it and fires it down deep into the Vegas Golden Knights zone, goes off for a change. Rusty Mitchell says, as a Knights fan, trust us, we'll be fine. We know. We know. What a franchise. What an organization. McTavish gets the play around to Rasmus Andersson. You can tell McTavish did not want to take that hit, though. And it's Rasmus Andersson. He's not going to hurt you. It'll be okay. Oh, like he's big, but he's not going to kill you. Andrew says, what about the territories? Yes, yes to the territories. We can send it to the territories. Oh, man. Anderson made a brilliant move around Minchikov. Like, wow. And great saves by Dostal. But that is some good puck movement. I'm gonna get a coffee at the beginning of the intermission, guys. I need one. I also came into work today and realized, oh my God, I'm out of espresso. So we're just gonna have to coffee cup this way through. I don't know what we're gonna do without my second intermission espresso, but we're gonna make it through. Espresso? Isn't it espresso? Isn't it? Okay, espresso? Is that how I should say it? I know that Italians hate when people call bruschetta bruschetta. It's bruschetta, is what I was told. It's not a bruschetta, it's bruschetta. You're like, okay. What do you call pierogies, Hayden? Hayden doesn't call pierogies pierogies. He is Ukrainian. You call it what? Padaha. Really? Do you make pierogies? I think it might be, whenever people ask me what my favorite food is, which happens more than you'd think, it's random. Like when we do Q&As and stuff like that, I always forget about pierogies, but they're like top 3 for me. I fucking love pierogies, man. They're amazing. Oh, yeah. Pierogies, a little bit of pierogies and sour cream. And then maybe, what's the cabbage rolls? Oh, give me a couple cabbage rolls with that too. One of my best friends growing up was Ukrainian. And his mom, Patty, used to make these insane cabbage rolls. Like insane. Because some people don't make them that great and they're a little bit weird. These cabbage rolls were insane. And her pierogies were just, like, you'd see them float to the surface and you'd be like, oh my God, I want to dive into the water. Oh. Justin Fisher says, I'm a dumpling guy over a pierogi guy. Now listen, I'm not going to hate on dumplings if someone gives me one, especially the Japanese ones, right? They come in the little wooden thing. But I am a pierogi guy. Shout out to my Ukrainian friends. Justin says, I could really crush an upsetting amount of goiza. Oh, it's so good. I hope I spelled that right or said that right. It's goiza, right? I love when we get on food topics in here because the chat just takes off. Everybody's like, oh my God. Yeah, everybody, especially when you talk to people during a game and it's late, they're like, food? Yeah, I'm down to talk food. Grew up in Pittsburgh and we used to get pierogies as a school lunch. It's because there's a lot of Ukrainians in Pittsburgh and a lot of Ukrainians in Edmonton. In Calgary, the joke about Edmonton is it's not Edmonton, it's Edmundchuk. And I was like, that is a grandpa joke. And I thought it was funny. Somebody said an Uncrustable is a bread pierogi. You know what? It kind of is, right? It's a starch with a filling. Kind of is, except that you don't boil it. You can toast them, though, the Uncrustables. They don't recommend that you do that. Tom says, is chicken pot pie basically a giant dumpling? I'm going to defer to Justin on that, but I say no because it's a flaky thing, right? Icing again for Anaheim. This is not great, but 24-15 are the shots for Anaheim. They got to get that goal, though. You can outshoot people all day. Seneca looks like he's a little hurt on the bench. Sedin Magic 15 says, I'm sorry, he calls pierogies what? Hayden, can you say what you call pierogies? Hannafin really hit Seneca, and Seneca's in pain. Pet aha. Yeah, I think, you know what it was? Seneca got rubbed against the corner of the board where that hurts. Meme Empress says, I had to change one letter in my name and Adam's done. Meme Empress. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. Maybe my ability to understand information after this many days streaming in a row. I'm on a bit of a streak here. Maybe it's impaired. Could be. Dorofeev, goal scorer tonight for the Vegas Golden Knights. Get to Barbashev. This line has looked very dangerous. Hutton from the point. Oh, great save by Dostal and a good job by the Ducks to clean up that rebound. Leo Carlson one-on-one with Hutton. Oh my God, Leo Carlson, what a great move. And it was not Hutton, that was Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore lost his stick because Leo Carlson is that hard on the puck. Damn. Wow. That was great. One great defenseman against one great center. That's a great one-on-one. Carlson to Minchikov. Minchikov in! Pouncing puck! Oh, and VL tried to tip it and tried to get the rebound, couldn't get there. Sissons throws a hit. Barbashev across the blue line. He's got moves. Leaves it to Sissons. Sissons gets his puck blocked by Minchikov. I got to say, Minchikov's having a good game. VL flips the puck out. Remember, it's long change time. You got to do these puck flips. 80 seconds to go in this period. And it's just been you know what? The Ducks have sort of taken over the 5-on-5, but they have not scored. It's so nice that you outshot people, but did you score? You got to score. One minute to go. And the puck plays blown dead. Is that a glove pass? I think so. Denise says, learned the other day, Space Shuttle Columbia's registry number is AOB1 for a Orbiter 1. She was known as Obi-Wan. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Henderson Galebraith. What's up, Henderson? We haven't seen you for a few days. Nice to have you back. The gyro, a.k.a. lamb soft taco, is the king of food. I love gyros, but it's not the same as a pierogi. But I do love, to me, my favorite Greek food is just chicken tzatziki. And some yellow potatoes, baby. Give it to me. Give me some rice. Daddy. Tzatziki sauce, the fresh stuff. We have a great Greek town right near here. We're just outside of Greek town where we broadcast. And there's a Greek food place every couple of steps. And you can't really go wrong. They're all very good. And it's not hard to pull off, but for some reason, it's easy to screw up. Because if you get bad Greek food, you know it. That chicken's got to be charcoaled. You know what I mean? It can't be wet. It's got to be it's nice and moist on the inside, but there's got to be that little bit of. Oh, Carlson! What a great move by Carlson! Oh my God! And Dostal makes a save. Will Carlson? What a move! Oh, and we got Gauthier one-on-one shot. Oh, and it goes over the net. 2 seconds out, and I think we are all done with this period. Wow. That was a very entertaining period, and we got no goals out of it. Ducks have got to be happy with it, but I feel like they probably feel like they should have scored. But that's hockey. Giggling Cat said, you volunteered. I hope I can do all the Western games, he said. I love the late night games, he said. It works so well with my kids' schedule, he said. That's true. I'm not saying I'm not tired, but I'm also happy to be doing it. I'm not complaining. Do you hear me complaining? I'm happy to be happy to be hanging out with you guys. And look at all the people here. We've got lots of people here for the stream. Let's go. So, I'm going to remind you one last time. Chance, or in Quebec, Chance. Chance here needs a nice home. And the home has to be in Canada, outside of Quebec. Sorry, America, it can't be you because of the tariffs. we need to find Chance at home. If you want to adopt Chance, this beautiful Gila monster, Gila monster. If you want this Gila monster, and you know what? Who was the guy? Was it Howie or something? Who was the guy that started off the Vegas hate in the chat? Howie, if you're in Canada, you should try to win this. You deserve it, man. Anyway, click the link in the description. Get signed up for this because it's fantastic and fun, and it actually looks very cool up close. But also, your time is running out. Remember, as soon as the puck drops in the third period, we close the drawing, we announce the winner, and Chance will have his forever home. Okay? All right, Hayden, what are we doing for a clip here, my friend? Are the Canes the Cup favorite? Are there Carolina Hurricanes fans in the house? Because you guys have been yelling at us, going, we're criminally underrated. You are. But are you anymore? Check out the clip. See at the beginning of the third.
Let's talk Carolina-Philadelphia. Carolina did not lose a game in this series, but they did yield a couple of leads. So it was the first time in the play. Philadelphia's claim to fame this playoff run is A, second round, B, they actually had several leads on the Carolina Hurricanes.
Well, Adam, all great empires crumble and fall. The Hurricanes.
Is that truly the end for the Flyers?
The Hurricanes are done.
Damn.
It's over.
Freddie Anderson has been the story of the playoffs, along with Logan Stankoven.
Can we talk about the Conn Smythe race between Freddie Anderson and Mitch Marner?
Yeah, Mitch Marner leading the playoffs in scoring, Freddie Anderson in goaltending stats.
Can I just have a moment's peace?
No. Hell no. You cannot.
Can I just chill?
You cannot.
Can I have a moment to myself where I'm happy the whole time?
Marner, I think he had the 4 or 5 point game on Friday.
Oh, did he?
And then last night he had another 3.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. He was great. He was phenomenal.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm so happy for him. That's great, man.
It was announced today Mark Jankowski, who's been a big part of this Canes run, has signed a 2-year extension, $1.85 million AAV. That's pretty sweet.
I did not know that. For him. So when this goes to overtime in Game 4, and I had to go back and watch it because I was streaming when it went to overtime, the Carolina Hurricanes just said, okay, you're not going to get another shot in this series. Yep. And the Flyers went, oh, want to bet? We'll try. Hurricane said, I bet you will.
They simply can't. Like, so this is the thing. So the Canes said after this series, and I wanted to know what you guys thought from watching them. Like, last year, this was a good team that got run over by the Panthers. So did everybody else, right? Yep. And, the one Achilles heel of the Carolina Hurricanes in the playoffs in the last few years has been if they run into a team that drags them into the muck, they can't handle it. Okay? That's the truth.
That team's not always there.
And I don't think it is this year.
It's not.
Like,
it's not.
Montreal,
there's some tough teams.
Like Montreal, Buffalo are tough teams, but I don't think they're drag you into the muck the way that Panthers would.
Montreal is a really interesting. Both teams in this series, actually, Montreal and Buffalo, I think stylistically are really interesting matchups for Carolina. Oh, I don't know if either gets it done.
Carolina is a boa constrictor, man. They will just really slowly strangle you
because they don't completely dominate you, right? It's just...
Well, they kind of let you think you're in it. And then you look at the score sheet after the game, you're like, how the hell did that happen?
Huh. We got outshot 42-15.
Mm-hmm. I felt like we played...
Lost 3-2. Curious. Anyway, let's see what Game 2 has in store. The exact same thing.
Yeah. Now, Jesse, there have been those who have said, and I'm one of them, and you have to state this as a fact, I believe, Carolina's path has been easier than any other team thus far.
Okay.
You got the Canadians the Senators who really underperformed, and Linus Ullmark was unbelievable, and Brady seemed injured.
That series did not go the way anyone thought.
Nobody thought that went that way. No. Philadelphia, we could kind of see. Philadelphia was like, well, Philadelphia is a young team, and they're going up against a team that's done this for years.
Mm-hmm. Well, someone saw it coming.
Oh, Steve Dangle. Steve Dangle saw it coming. So, Jesse, Carolina Hurricanes, if they get into the finals, are they the favorite?
I would think so. Even up against, I'm trying to think.
The Avs?
The Avs or the Golden Knights or the Wild. I think right now Carolina is the best team in the playoffs. I don't think there's much argument to be made. And I know people want to denigrate the Sens, but I picked the Sens to win that series for a reason. The last half of the back half of the season, the regular season, the Sens were a really good hockey team. And Linus Ullmark played his ass off. And I think the main thing going with the Hurricanes is that they have a line that's better than any line in hockey. That's Stankoven, Blake, and Hall. And
crazy.
So many years. I know you guys are trying to twist the narrative and saying, oh, the Canes aren't tough and all that. But the main narrative around the Canes is that they have no stars. And every year it's a different excuse for the Hurricanes. It's, they don't have stars. They're not tough. They don't have goaltending. And all of those things are solved because their stars are a second line that's better than any line in hockey. Nobody's better than those three individuals. So if you're getting star power out of those three guys as a collective, that's solved. If you get the most elite goaltending in the playoffs out of Freddie Anderson, that's solved. And then the toughness, like they were mucking around Ottawa that whole series. Oh,
they wrecked them. Walked them
They
over.
ran their show. I'm not worried about any part of the Hurricanes. And Brind'Amour has them playing a great system, and he has them playing with a great mentality. And if Tom Dundon wants to spend like a couple dollars on Gatorades after the game for the team, maybe that they'll be able to recover for each game after their week off. Maybe they can win the Stanley Cup. But who knows if Tom Dundon will spend that money.
No, he won't.
Like,
we'll see.
I love what the Dallas Stars do. Jim Nill got his GM of the Year award. Jeff Merrick once said the real GM of the Year award is the Stanley Cup.
And he's right.
And Eric Tulsky is undisputedly a top 5 GM in the league if they pull this.
Well, because he was the guy that did all the stuff under Waddell too. Don Waddell's biggest strength is hiring people that are smarter than him. That's a great manager. Right. That's why he's in Columbus now, because he's got to turn that franchise around. Eric was the guy doing it, and now Eric is just the guy with the name attached to it.
But he's an interesting GM in that we tend to think of the best GMs as the guys who get the best names.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Oh, I know that guy. I know that guy. Oh, man, he's made this Avengers team. The Hurricanes have assembled this group of dudes like none of us really appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And they haven't lost a game through 2 rounds, which hasn't been done for quite a while. And to me, that's harder to do. How difficult is it to be like, well, I know that guy's good.
Yep.
I know that guy's good. Everyone knows that guy's good. Everyone knows that guy's good. I think it's harder to be like, yep, most dominant line in these playoffs, Taylor Hall, Jackson Blake, Logan Stankoven. What? Also, our starting goalie, who's the best goalie in these playoffs, is the guy you all thought should be the backup, including me, dude. Like, it's hard. It's hard to do what the Hurricanes have done. I'm so impressed.
So the one thing I want to say about the Canes that I really respect is, you remember a couple of years ago, they lose Pesce, Shea, and who else was it that summer? They lost like 3 key guys.
They acquired Walker.
Yeah, they got Walker back that summer.
Shea, I can't.
And there was a third guy, and I think it was a forward, and I can't remember who it might have been. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
losing Pesce and Shea was enough, right?
It's tough.
And when they did, we came back and said, okay, you got Sean Walker, who was a Flyer and then signed over there, but what are you going to do? Right? That's a lot of talent walking out the door. They didn't want to overpay for those guys. And what I love about the Hurricanes is that they let those 3 guys walk to free agency, and they're perfectly fine. And have been to the conference finals already since, and are back. They've been to the conference finals now 3 times in 4 years. Like, this is an unbelievably well-run team.
Can I shout out another player?
Sure.
They have a player on their roster who the Leafs played against a lot in the Canada bubble season. And this player was drowning, just underwater, probably in the NHL, a little young. And I was just like, it's mean that they're still playing this guy. And the Leafs were running teams over that year. Jalen Chatfield.
Oh, okay.
Because he was with the Canucks.
I can't even remember that.
I remember it because I was like, they should stop playing Jalen Chatfield because it's mean. And the player he's turned into with Carolina, I'm so surprised. I'm so stunned. Good for him. And there's another guy who I was going to be like, oh yeah, they've drafted. Oh, they didn't draft him. I don't remember how they got him. but he's turned into a great player for them.
And Keandre Miller is a guy that they shook loose, Jesse. I mean, the Rangers just firing guys out the door needs to be studied because all the guys they were like, fuck you, get out of here, are all still playing.
Yeah, and
Kreider, Trouba, Keandre Miller, who else? Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, every ex-Rangers is going on to have a great time.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, sorry, Jalen Chatfield got into 18 games for the Canucks in the 2020-2021 Canada bubble season. 18 games. He had 1 assist, minus 11 in those 18 games.
Wow.
He just got run over.
But he figured it out.
He figured it out. And by the way, how did they get him? Just signed him. Just signed him. They signed him that summer. They watched him play those awful 18 games and said, yoink. They signed him that summer, and he's been a Hurricane ever since.
Yeah, and since that summer, he's just grown and grown into bigger roles. Like since that summer, he's been a consistent Carolina Hurricane. Since the 22-23 season, playing like 75 plus games or whatever every year. But his minutes have slowly been going up, and now he's just the most steady right hand next to Slavin. And that's just his role, and he's excellent at it.
Even with the Canucks farm team, he played quick math, like 150 AHL games, 2 goals. And the Hurricanes are just like, this guy's awesome. They locked him up, and now he's over 300 games into his NHL career.
But their decor, like it's such a great mishmash of just collecting talent. Like you have Slavin, who's the best stick in the league, best defensive defenseman, and then you have a guy like Chatfield, and then you have a cast off like Gostisbehere, who's just like, oh, let's go get this reclamation project to be our 5th defenseman.
He's been reclaimed like 3 times, this guy.
Yeah. And now he's really excelling. Every time he touches the puck, you're like, oh, I see the skill that was there in like the Philadelphia years, but he doesn't ever play those crazy minutes.
That was forever ago.
There's no like big burden on his back.
And he went through Arizona and Detroit, looked good in Detroit for a minute, looked good for Arizona in a minute, but it never fully came together for him. Like his rookie year was awesome. Did he make the All-Star team and stuff? Like he was...
Oh, that I don't remember.
Like he was like really good at the beginning. And then...
I want to say there was like the emoji campaign. Like people just put the ghost emoji and the bear emoji. Yeah. Vote Ghost Bear.
It reminds me of OEL. Going through that whole thing of his career and then just kind of landing on a really good, competent Florida team that can just place him into the lineup and he wins the Stanley Cup. Like he's a 5th, he's on the 3rd pairing of their defense and he just solid.
I'll give you something I forgot. This is his 2nd run with the Hurricanes.
The Gostisbehere, is it?
Yeah. In March 2023, traded from the Coyotes to Carolina for a 3rd round pick in 2026. The pick has not been used yet.
Oh, wow.
Because it's 2026. And then he signed with Detroit, and then he signed with Carolina.
Yeah. And then
I completely forgot.
Keandre Miller, who you brought up, that's taking advantage of a New York team that wants to sell everything. And even though he's still a really good defenseman and usable and they don't want to pay him, you can pay him the money because your Carolina, your cap situation's so good. And it's not that much.
Is he making that much?
No, it's $7.5 million. They don't want to give him that over 8 years.
Traded from the New York Rangers to Carolina for Scott Morrow, a 1st round pick in 26 and a 2nd round pick in 26.
And Scott Morrow's probably so sad about that. He's probably like, because he played a pretty good like depth role for Carolina last year.
Well,
now he's
too bad.
And
this, now that they're in the conference final, if I'm not mistaken, this pick is guaranteed to be either 32nd, 31st, 30th, or 29th.
Yeah.
And then Sean Walker is an ex-King who was bounced around to the Flyers and the Avs and then lands in Carolina and is playing with Miller, and they're solid.
I'm pretty sure Sean Walker was somebody that the Flyers tried to sell at the deadline, but then the price was too high, and then he just walked in free agency. I'm pretty sure. Is that not what happened?
They just didn't do anything with
it? March 2024, traded from the Philadelphia Flyers with a 5th round pick in 2026 to Colorado.
He played for Colorado.
For Ryan Johansson and a conditional 1st round pick in 2025. And that 1st round pick is Bill Zonin, who's a Penguins draft pick. So there must have been a trade there.
Huh.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been this year's Penguins Avs trade with Kulak because that's Bill Zonin's already been drafted and he was drafted by the Pens.
And then it just says signed by Carolina.
Interesting. Wow.
These guys, they're vultures.
Wow, there's cats. Those are good, cute fighting cats. We like this. Okay. So, I am so excited. I got a noted Alan Walsh mug available at the SDPN store. You need to get one of these. Seriously, it's great. I'm ready to rip a coffee, watch the third period with you. It's 11:46, guys. I think we're going to have fun. Sadine Magic 15 says, I was in Greece last September, and the food was the best I've ever had. We were talking about food a little bit before the break, and everybody was like, oh, I too like eating. It's interesting when you bring up food, you get a lot of people going, you know what? Eating, one of the things I do every day. Shocker. Giggling Cat is also very tired and just dropping a sleepy emoji. You know, I'm thinking that, my wife was texting me and I didn't even know. She's like, babe, you need an allergy pill. I was snorting a lot in the thing. I did take an allergy pill. It might be time to change the filters around here. I am going to sneeze. Is that a mental thing? Oh, I got to sneeze. All right. I did need to sneeze. Let's go. David Williams is wishing a 3 OT on us. Hayden, how would you feel about, and don't answer me in my headphones. Answer us on the screen. Okay, so everybody can see it. Hayden, how would you feel about a triple overtime game tonight? I want to see. Thank you for the bless you, by the way, Craig, not Greg. Appreciate you. Where's the rest of your manners? Craig's got the manners. What about the rest of you? Drunk Hamster says, I hang filters around my house like they're dream catchers. DD Weiss says, I only just now remember to click like. And by the way, we're giving away Chance over here, the Vegas Golden Knights mascot from McFarlane Toys, as soon as the first commercial break happens. Marquette says, I'm running on Monster right now. I think a lot of us are we really love hockey, but we're really tired, but we love hockey, at least us on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, you guys are like, whatever, you bunch of wimps. I can't drink and have the microphone there. Henderson Galbraith says, I work at midnight. Bring it on. Bring on OT. I'll outlast you. You definitely will. You know, it hasn't happened to us yet. It happened to Jesse, I think. When Jesse went to like triple overtime in the first round with Senators in Carolina. But one of these days, Hayden, we're going to get caught. I think we did a double overtime once between Vancouver and, Marner just took a one to the face. And the play continues, no call. Oh, I thought there was going to be a penalty on that. That was pretty obvious. And Marner is barking at the refs. Hayden, I was going to say, like, I think you and I have been very lucky, but you know we're going to get caught one of these days. It is coming for us. We don't know when, but it will be coming for us. And I hope when it does happen that you guys are all going to hang out with us. Marner might have lost a tooth or something. Like, he got it good in the face. Is he bleeding? And they didn't call that. Wow. Oh, was it the puck? Oh, okay. Maybe. It happened fast. No, that's a good point, Hayden. Good point. Sports Talk Judd said, would be cool as an East Coast guy for these games to start at like 8 p.m. Oh, shot! And that was just high and wide on Dostal. By the way, tomorrow's game is Avs and Wylde are playing at 8 o'clock tomorrow. And I am doing that stream, so come and join me. 8 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. That is 6 o'clock Mountain and 5 o'clock Pacific. But because Minnesota and Avalanche are in the Mountain Time Zone, it kind of works out perfectly. And if you're in Newfoundland, that means it starts at 8:30? Because Newfoundland's on the halftime. It's so crazy. Newfoundland's time zone is bizarre. They are a half an hour ahead of everybody. It's weird. Are they an hour and a half away from ahead of us in Ontario? Nova Scotia is an hour ahead, and then Newfoundland is an hour and a half ahead. Bizarre. Oh, shot. The puck was loose in front of the net. Dostal saw it, but if you had been able to get in close and flip that up over his head, it would have been in. But no. Jake said they announced Game 7 would be a 5 p.m. Eastern start. Really? No way. No way. Is that actually true? I got to see that. Hayden, can you look that up? Game 7 would be a 5? For what, this series or for the Wild Avs? Brogio says, you guys need to stop whining. 5:50 a.m. here in Switzerland. Hey, so are you Swiss or are you are you Swiss or are you a North American who is just like, you know what, I'm going to keep watching hockey, damn it? Kreider. Okay, NHL website says Game 7 is TBD right now. I have to blow my nose here. I'm in trouble, guys. You can mute me? Hold on. Let me go blow my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry. Carlson into the zone. He's got Gauthier with him. Look at that. Look at that. Keep calling it. Now I can breathe again. I don't know what's going on. I'm having like an allergy attack. I think it might be time to change the filters in the building again. It's this recent thing that I've all of a sudden become like a little bit allergic to dust, and I don't know why. Marner. Maybe because I'm so clean. Maybe because I don't stand for that dust life. You know what I'm saying? Theodore. Across. Ooh, and it was tipped. Mason McTavish, good little defensive play. 27-20 are the shots in favor of the Ducks, but 1-1 is the score. Carter Hart's been strong, and the key, again, for Vegas has always been rebound control and clearing. Carter Hart's doing a good job getting on the side, and when the Ducks do get a shot on net, they're just not able to follow it up. Mr. Zephyrman says, that sounded like a trombone. I thought Hayden was going to mute my mic. Hayden knows that I blow my nose extremely loudly. It is a very loud trombone type honk because I'm not going to wimpily blow my nose. If I'm blowing my nose, I'm going for gold here. 10 out of 10 effort. So it was the puck that hit Marner. Okay. Maybe he didn't even know that. Gordon says, when I lived and worked downtown for a while, I started collecting new allergies too. Well, there you go. Oh, up front scores! It's Vegas! Thomas Hertl breaks the deadlock, and what a goal! That's the most Thomas Hertl goal I've ever seen in my life. 2 feet from the net, digging for it, and the Vegas fans loving it, baby! This is why Vegas are such a painful team to play against. They find ways to win. They've been outplayed 5-on-5 all game long. Well, really, second period on. And look at this. They're up 2-1. Vegas knows how to win playoff hockey. They do. And it's just, and remember, these guys are without Braden McNabb, and they're without Mark Stone. Wow. Giggling Cat, $50 super chat. Giggling Cat loves it. She loves it. Wow. Giggling Cat is not, she's not even Giggling Cat. She's Cackling Cat right now. Wow. 15 minutes to go in the third period. Now the Ducks are going to have to play like mad to get a goal, which means we're in for an exciting game. Did Marner get the assist on that? He probably did. He's gotten the assist on literally every Vegas goal this offseason, or this postseason. No points for Marner tonight. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. He's been great in the playoffs. Killorn drops it to Granlund. Granlund shoots. Oh, and that puck went up real high. Oh, wow. And the two Vegas Golden Knights are teaming up on, who is that guy? And Beckett Seneca is going to get in there and just cause shit. Olin Zellweger. Interesting. Yeah, this is just a good playoff goal. That's a torts-ass goal right there. And it was a backhand, too. Backhand shovel. And look at this, the celebration from Hertl, too. Just the joy. Yo, this Vegas Golden Knights team, man. I mean, ever since they got William Karlsson back, obviously having Torts as coach has helped, too. Just saying. There's something going on here. 9 Goofy Goober says Adam Wylde better than ESPN commentary. Well, I appreciate that. I doubt that's true, but I do appreciate that. I just appreciate you guys are here. We're here having a good time. Do I call a game like a normal announcer? Absolutely not. I do from time to time, but let's have a chat. Terry dumps the puck in. Karlsson goes to the net, and Carter Hart easily gloves that. Oh, did we go to commercials? Have we gone to commercials yet, Hayden? We haven't gone to commercials yet, so I have not been able to give you the winner. Peter says the Ducks need to lay it on the line. Our American listeners, the stupid song this season is the Strumbellas. I got dreams in my head and they won't go. Spirits in my... Listen, I wasn't meant to be a millennial. I did not get that era of music at all. The indie era was not for me. So I know people really liked that song, but I didn't. I didn't get it. Anyway, Lay It on the Line is not a song American listeners I don't think would get, but the Strumbellas one I think they would because it was big on TikTok. Oh, we got a breakaway. It's VL in. Saved by Carter Hart. What a save, too. VL made a great move, but Carter Hart with the blocker. Oh, yeah, give me more of this. Open this game up. That was a great pass to VL. Carter Hart, man, whoa. And he was shaky in the first round, but he looks good now. Zellweger. He's got Sod all over him. Sod falls. Zellweger gets the puck up, gets it back. Killorn through center. SLS asks a question that I cannot answer until we go to commercial break, but I have answers for you. Oh, about front Vegas. Man, Barbashev made a great move. Oh, sorry, that's Hertl. That's not Barbashev. It's 48, not 49. Great move by Hertl. He's feeling it. He's scored now. Now he's feeling good. Beckett Seneca in. Tried to make a move, and Shea Theodore read that perfectly with the poke check. Oh, knocked out of thin air by Karlsson. Vegas pressing again in the Shark zone. Oh, nice play out front, but the Vegas forward, and I can't see who it was. I think it was Brandon. Was it? No, it was Dowd. Made a great play for it, but just not able to get his stick on it. Crowd's getting louder. You can hear them. Colasar, puck in. Gets it to Cole Smith? Cole Smith. Yes, that's right. 12 minutes ago shot. Good save by Dostal. And he that puck was like, no, I don't want to be covered up, actually. You can't make me. All right, we're going to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Chance to find a new home. Hey, Hayden, can you text me the city, too? Chance. It's not a Gila monster. It's a Gila monster, as in it will heal your soul. Now, Chance is up for adoption. We opened it up at the beginning of the first period. We asked you to click the link in the description. We said, leave your name, leave your number, leave your email, and we will give this to you. Chance will be yours. And I have a name in front of me, and I hope this name is still up. I hope they're still awake because they're from Alberta. That's right. They're from Alberta. Lethbridge, to be really exacting. Mr. Jeff Park of Lethbridge, Alberta. Congratulations. Chance is yours. Hey, Jeff, are you here? Are you here? Jeff, are you still alive and awake? Jeff! Come claim your prize, Jeff. You're a big winner. We'll send you this. But anyway, congratulations, Jeff. We love you. We hope you enjoy. Jeff, my name is Jeff. Congratulations, chance is yours. That's Jeff. All right. Yes, we were talking about the stomp clap era. Yuck. I think Jeff went to bed. Is that, oh wait, Willie the Goat, are you Jeff? Willie the Goat, I think, is Jeff. Everybody congratulate Willie the Goat 4113. Willie the Goat is the big winner. His name is Jeff. You'll never, Willie the Goat, you tried to come up with a name that nobody would get your real name, but now we know. Congrats, Jeff, Willie the Goat. So I was just hating on the Willie the Goat says, ha ha ha, I can't believe I won. You did. See? We really do give it away, and we will send it to you, sir. We will be in touch with you. My name is Jeff. Top 5 rock bands, because I'm not a stomp clap guy. My favorite rock band of all time is Van Halen. Just the David Lee Roth era. Nothing against Sammy Hagar, but I'm not as into the love songs as I was into. There's some good Sammy Hagar songs, but David Lee Roth, original Van Halen, that's my favorite. Oh, Dorofeev around the net. I'll get to the other ones, though. I got some good ones. Oh! Barbashev just laid the boom. Woo! VL just got lit up. I mean, he dishes. You got to be able to take, too. Oh, VL. Oh, VL just set up Lacombe. Lacombe couldn't get the puck on. Ooh, and a big slap shot by Gauthier. It hits somebody. It's Coughlin, and Coughlin is going to get to the bench. Man, he's not the Vegas defense is taking a lot of slap shots off the knee. Big save by Dostal. Carlson. Puck over to Rasmus Anderson. Rasmus Anderson keeps it in. I will give you the rest of my top 5 bands in just a second. But it's Mitch Marner making a great move. Mitch Marner in. Mitch Marner driving the net in the playoffs. Look at him feeling confident out there. Good for him. Good for him. I'm happy for him. Will Carlson to Rasmus Anderson. Out front. Oh, it was real close as well. Man, Vegas, the more Anaheim opens up, the better Vegas gets. And I think Marner just tripped someone up, Killorn. And Marner was looking at the refs complaining, going, oh, you can't call that. And the refs were like, you're right. We're not going to call it. I mean, I don't think they're going to call anything at this point. Hurdle. Back to Sissons. Good save by Dostal. But these out of his net. Oh, and the Ducks have to race to make sure that puck is not wrapped around. Out comes Kreider to center. Dumps the puck deep. And it is an icing call. Whew. All right, now. So I got Van Halen number 1. That will always and forever be my number 1 favorite band. That is a monster hit by Barbashev. Holy shit. In no particular order, Rolling Stones, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and I got a 5th one in here. I know I can do... We're just talking about bands. We're not talking about solo artists, right? Like, I'm not going to say like Billy Joel or Elton John or somebody like that, right? I love the Hip, but they're not in my top 5. I love the Hip. Not in my top 5. You got to be good to be in my top. Well, the Hip are amazing. Hip are not in my top 5. People are saying AC/DC in the top 5. I love AC/DC. Some people are saying Deep Purple. I love Deep Purple. Motley Crue. I love Motley Crue. I know their live performances are a little sketchy these days, but I love Motley Crue, so that's going to be my top 5. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Motley Crue, Van Halen, and what is the other one? Rolling Stones. I love AC/DC. I love Aerosmith. I love Deep Purple. I've seen Deep Purple like 3 times. I love Led Zeppelin. That's the kind of music I really like. I also like hip hop and I like house, but I don't know it as well as I know rock. John Carlson's away. Good shot on Carter Hart, but he's sharp and he's got it. Carter Hart's basically showing Vegas, hey, listen, I'll get the first shot, just clear the rebounds. And it's working. It's a good strategy. Somebody said Beatles. Love Beatles. I was listening to the Beatles today. Hayden says snore. Hayden, damn it. How dare you? I was listening to Golden Slumbers, which is a deep cut from the Abbey Road album. I think that's one of the best songs they ever did, and it's only like 1:50. Paul McCartney. Once there was a way. You know that part? Oh. Also love the Doors. People are saying Red Hot Chili Peppers. Not my favorite. I don't hate them. I'm not a hater. They just, I didn't get it quite. I had a lot of friends that were big Peppers fans. No, I don't mind. I just think that they're just not, they weren't my vibe. They weren't my vibe. I was more like, you got another thing coming, like that. That's my thing. And I'm going to go see Iron Maiden and Megadeth at the end of the summer because they're coming on tour. Blended family. What about Journey? Hell yes. Love Journey. Specifically, Separate Ways. And I have seen Journey live. How has no one said Queen? Queen would be, it's embarrassing that Queen isn't in my top 5, but Queen would be number 6. Oh, big shot. Dostal, toe save. He keeps them in the game. Oh my God. Wow, the Knights are pressing. The Ducks have opened this game up, and the Knights are benefiting from it. Seneca with a shot. Oh, and he puts it wide. The Ducks have put way too many shots wide to win this game. Sedin Magic 15. I thought for sure April Wine would be in there. They're another one in the top 10. I love April Wine. I do. But I got to go with what I got. Oh, great play out front. Ducks pressing. Oh, they can't get the shot, and Zellweger made a great pass. Another play. And this is Barbashev throws that puck down the ice, and Dorofeyev just gets there. They wave off the icing. They both had to race for that one. Graham says, what about Avenged Sevenfold? Yes, especially their live album. Their first one, the one with the green on it. That album is insane. Jethro Tull, yeah. Flute solos. Jethro Tull's funniest song is called Thick as a Brick. What do you think that's about? Somebody said the Kinks. I do like the Kinks a lot. Here's a song you should check out. And I'm surprised no new rock band has covered this song. There's a song called I'm Not Like Everybody Else by the Kinks. You guys, I think, would like that song. If you like rock and roll, and it's really rock and roll. It's like 60s, early 70s stuff. I'm Not Like Everybody Else. I saw Billy Idol once, and Billy Idol covered it, and he brought the house down. He was amazing singing that song. You should check it out. Hayden says, where are you at on Greta Van Vliet? I am not a hater. I get why people like them, but I don't find his yell pleasing to the ears. But their music is very good. But when he yells, to me, it doesn't hit my eardrums the way I think it hits other people's eardrums. Lamb of God. Didn't get into Lamb of God the same way, but I can appreciate them. Somebody said Nickelback. I saw Nickelback in Calgary in like 2013, and I actually got the chance to meet them backstage because of the radio station, and I talked to Chad Kruger about, I don't know, but I was talking to him. Really nice guy. I have never bought a Nickelback album. I have never streamed a Nickelback song in my car. That was one of the greatest electric, incredible shows I've ever seen in my life. Go see a Nickelback show, even if you don't like them, or you think you don't like them. It was amazing. It was an amazing show. Somebody says Thin Lizzy. Hell yes. My going out song is, hang on, let me see if I can find it. Jailbreak. Oh, I love Thin Lizzy. And I saw them open for Deep Purple when I was in high school. How cool is that? It's not the original lead singer. He passed away, but still great. Somebody said Rammstein. I want to see Rammstein bad. I hear that live show is incredible. Du hast nicht. Oh my God. And then they get the fireworks going and everything. Come on, that'd be amazing. Cutter Goche with a shot. Goes wide of the net. See, this is the thing. They can't keep putting this wide. Oh, shot bounces off. Carlson tried for the wraparound. Oh, that was Mason McTavish. Excuse me again. Washi Tried to tip that one in. Oh. Trouba keeps the puck in. What an effort. Will Karlsson and Trouba going at it. 5:45 left to go. The Rangers gave Kreider up, or Trouba up for nothing? Yeah, I know. It's insane. It's insane. They go all the way to the conference finals. They're like, you know what? Let's give this man away. He's our captain. Fuck him. Bo says, I saw Rammstein live in Minneapolis. Awesome show. Do you like Coldplay? Yes, I very much do like Coldplay. I have a very wide range of music that I like. Tori Adlington, member for 20 months. Tori. Hell yeah. Andrew, do you like Def Leppard? Do I like Def Leppard? I love Def Leppard. You know what I was listening today? In the morning, I was listening to the Beatles, and then I had some like running around to do. And then I put on just like a mix of some of the songs that I listened to, and Kylie Minogue, Love at First Sight came on. Listen, you can think you're like all hardcore rock and roll guy. If you don't dance when that song comes on, there's something wrong with your ears. That could be the greatest pop song of all time. Could be. It's got to be top 10. What's that, Hayden? Give me a music take, Hayden. So Hayden just said Songs About Jane is not only one of the best albums ever, but it's Maroon 5. It's Maroon 5's best album. And it's one of the best albums ever. And I agree with you. That song came out that album came out my last year of high school. And I remember I was in Dragon Boat and we were sitting between races and somebody put it on in like those Shoppers Drug Mart boom boxes we all had. And we're just sitting at the Toronto Island at this Dragon Boat Festival listening to this. And it was like This Love from Maroon 5 comes on. And then some of the other songs, I was like, this is incredible. And I got to be honest, I haven't liked a single song since. I'm not a Maroon 5 guy. Don't get it. But I understand why people like it. It's not for me. Well, what Hayden said, how did they go from that to what they became? Because there's a lot more money. Because Maroon 5 started off as a grunge band. And they were called something else. But they were like a very heavy garage style band that was very raw. So like think a little bit lighter than 9 Inch Nails, right? Like the early demos are very much that. But they realized, hey, you can make a lot of money in pop music. Okay, so somebody just asked me, what's your favorite ABBA song? My favorite ABBA song is Lay All Your Love on Me. I had to look it up. That is my favorite ABBA song. Lay all your love on me. That bass line in that, again, you put that on at a wedding, you're going to see some boomers shaking their asses right off their bodies. Like, it's crazy. Hayden says, does Adam even like Sleep Token? Come on. That band is so crazy. Their Instagram posts are hilarious. Aren't they the band that's like every post they put out is behold, and then they follow it up? Oh yeah. Oh, shot off the post. I think that was Marner. He's looking for his first point tonight. 5:09 left in the third. We're talking about music. It's a close game. Does it get any better than this? Wake up, everybody. Olin Zellweger gets it in. He's having a good game tonight, Zellweger. He hasn't played in every game in these playoffs, but he's maturing quickly for a defenseman. Not easy to do under this kind of pressure. Zellweger to Karlsson. Oh, and Carter Hart's been sharp, man. Carter Hart's been sharp. Scott said Maroon 5 used to be Kara's Flowers. That's what it was. Flo Celli says you can't go wrong with any ABBA song. Every pop song that Lady Gaga has created is a derivative of an ABBA song. And I don't say that as a mean thing. When you're a musician, you stand on the shoulders of giants, right? Like the Rolling Stones took all their music from like guys like Muddy Waters and Chuck Berry and stuff like that. It's natural in evolution. The reason that Lady Gaga is so amazing is that when she does pop, she harnesses that thing that ABBA has, right? That's why her concerts are so fun. But she can also do like Tony Bennett, and she can also do, she can get, like Abracadabra's very dark, like she's amazing. She's an amazing artist. Terry. Who does? Gaga? Gaga seems chill. Unless she's in performance mode, then she's very not chill. Very mellow in interviews, yes. Okay, Terry trying to get this puck out. I love talking music with you guys. I love this. Such a wide variety here. Also, if you ever get the chance, by the way, to see Bruno Mars live, you will be blown away, even if you don't like his music. Now, I like Bruno Mars's music. Some of his songs are overplayed, and I was the DJ that overplayed them for many, many years. But when you hear Locked Out of Heaven live, it's going to blow your mind. Shot! Zellweger again. This kid, man. They keep throwing him out there. He's getting a lot of ice time. Carlson. So is Zellweger just taking a shift over Minchikov here? Vial's got it. Gauthier. Shot by Carlson. And that goes just a little bit wide. Zellweger pinching. Keeps the puck down low. Man, Zellweger's playing great. To McTavish. To Gauthier. Zellweger shoots. Scores. Olin Zellweger. 3 minutes to go. And we got a tie game. What was that about overtime, Hayden? Uh-oh. I think it's coming for us. Do you hear the footsteps? I hope you guys are. I told you Olin Zellweger was having a good game. I flippin' said it. How many times I need to say it? And my voice is getting a little hoarse. Quack, quack, motherfuckers. Let's go. Hayden, I can hear Hayden's muted his microphone. He's just. You know what? Let the cat into the office, Hayden. Let the cat in. Let the cat cuddle you. He misses you. Yeah, we might. I think Hayden just said we might be in for a late night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We better get Hayden. You better queue up that the next clip for our intermission, my friend. Get ready. Because I think we're going to OT, baby. Giggling Cat says, oh, no. What a shot. Zellweger's like, I had him in fantasy this year. He wasn't great, but I think he's going to be phenomenal too. And, whatever happens with Anaheim in these playoffs, they can deal from a place of strength here. They could deal a guy like that and go get whatever else they need to get. But the thing with Anaheim is like, sometimes you feel like with a certain team, you're like, don't touch it. Just leave it alone. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. Leave it. I feel that way with Anaheim. They're just going to get better. Don't touch it. Alex says Marner's calling his agent. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh, shut up front. Oh, and I got the health app on my iPhone saying your bedtime is 12:20. Go to bed. No, sir. No, sir. You can't tell me what to do. F you. I won't do what you tell me. McTavish with the interception. 2:32 left. Are the teams going to push for it, or are they just going to wait for overtime? Might as well push for it. There's no points on the line. Dorofiev. Oh. Giggling Cat says, love y'all, but I'm tapping out at the end of regulation. No problem, Cat. We appreciate you. Everybody has lives outside of this, except for me. This is what I do. This is my life. Puck into the neutral zone. 1:50 left. Granlund to Trouba. Olin Zellweger making the being the hero. How cool is that? That's got to feel good. But there's still 97 seconds to go. Trouba around. It's in the Ducks zone, by the way. kind of scary with 90 seconds to go. Vegas gets a little bit of clear ice. Oh, and Leo Carlsson interferes, but they're not going to call that shit. They're not calling that shit. No way they're calling that. Rich says he got the notification from his iPhone 20 minutes ago. Renee says we're having way too much fun to end now. We can stay up and do music hot takes all night, guys. I'll chat music with you. It's fun. I always love talking music with people. It's my favorite. The Johnny Boy says, what do you think about the McAvoy suspension? I think he only got 6 games because he called out George on Twitter. 6 games was surprising, but also you kind of have to have a 6 games suspension for that. I'm always surprised when they get 6 games, but you have to give them 6 for that. You can't have that shit, you know? And maybe George Peros doesn't like him too, and that contributed to it, but like, okay, maybe it wasn't 6, it was 5 then. Truba1 says, just work 13 hours. I work in 7 hours, and I'm staying. I'm not effing leaving. Let's go, Truba1. Let's go. 52 seconds to go in the third. Killorn gets the puck out. Granlund just kind of doing the forecheck thing so the Ducks can properly change. Hannafin looking for a passing lane. It's interrupted by the Ducks. Down the ice it goes to Zellweger, the goal scorer that tied this game up. Seneca chips the puck to center. Vegas able to get that. Both teams just trying not to fuck this up. Let's just call it what it is. Carlson to Gauthier. Gauthier with 20 seconds to go. He's racing. Gets to the side of the net. Gauthier across the ice. Oh, he shot it across the crease, but nobody there. Ten seconds. Oh, big hit by Seneca. And that's it for regulation. Seneca hit Coughlin, and then Coughlin's helmet came off. And Coughlin's complaining about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's the playoffs. I don't know. What the F is that? Yeah, I don't know what Coughlin is complaining about there. He literally had the puck. This is not a late hit. That's a clean hit. Yeah. Chloe says, I miss the late 90s, 2010 soundtracks. Network TV always had the band singer-songwriters. Like The Fray made it big because of Grey's Anatomy using their most depressing songs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true. Okay, there are some people saying goodnight. There are some people staying. Who's staying? Who's in? Let me hear from you. Where are my people? My late night crowd. Hayden, we knew overtime was coming for us eventually. We knew we were going to get it. We're here. We're here. Who's staying? Who's staying? Now, Hayden, do we have a clip that we can run? Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, somebody just said ducks fly together. Hell yeah. So here's the deal. I'm going to go get some water, and I'm going to go take a minute. I'm going to give my voice a little bit of a rest because I've been screaming a lot. We are going to play you a clip. We are going to then play some cat stuff, and then we're going to get back for the beginning of overtime. And remember, in overtime, there's no commercial breaks. It just goes. So it's going to go a lot faster than a normal period goes. And we're going to stay here, you and I, until it's over. Okay? We're staying up late tonight. It's Wednesday morning on the East Coast here. Okay? So we're staying up late. We're having a good time. Henderson Galbraith says, I'm not effing leaving. Sedin Magic 15, I'm staying with you, buddy. That's what I want to hear. Nate says, first time live viewer, long time listener. I'm here. Yes. I'm so glad you checked out the streams. You know, it's so funny. It's hard to get people to try them. And then once they try them, they're like, hey, this is cool. Anyway, we got 13 minutes until overtime starts. Let's rock and roll with the clip, Hayden. And I will see you guys at the beginning of overtime, baby.
And then there were 2. Hello, friends. Steve Dangle here, and welcome to another episode of Oh Wow, where we take a look at the best from around the Ontario Hockey League during round 3 of the playoffs. But first, do you want to dominate off the ice as much as our 2 finalists dominate on the ice? Well then, my friend, you need to check out the Toyota Tacoma. That's what you need to be driving between Kitchener and Barrie. Barrie and Kitchener. Its standard I-Force engine comes with an impressive towing capacity of up to 6,400 pounds, which, as I've mentioned before, is so many pounds. Do you have any idea how many pounds that is? If you had 2 3,200-pound objects, then you could fit them. You can't even dispute that. That's just math. And that makes this the most powerful Tacoma ever. And hey, maybe you're not heading to a game that you're going to watch. You're heading to a game that you're going to play in. Well, the Toyota Tacoma's available power liftgate makes putting your equipment in and taking it out easy peasy. Perhaps even lemon squeezy. And while you're heading to the game, you can play your favorite warm-up songs on your JBL speakers. It doesn't stand for Just Be Loud, but if you want, you can make it that way. If you want to experience power, capability, and convenience, then you need to check out the Toyota Tacoma now. Visit shoptoyota.ca, that's shoptoyota.ca, or visit your local Ontario Toyota dealer during Red Tag Days, which is right now through May. Now let's get to the haul, that was the 3rd round. That's right, Steve, play the hits. I will, literally, and you can record them. It's PVR. No, like that's the guy's name, Parker Von Richter, rocking Caleb Malhotra.
We're now in the final minute of the 3rd period. Bulldogs trying to take advantage of this power play late to win it. Malhotra, he is stood up by Von Richter. What a hit by the Colts defenseman, and Barrie will get it out. And players can't hear the whistle.
That is stiff. Oh, wait, no, I got it, everyone stop, I got it. That one registered on the Von Richter scale. Stop booing me, it was very good. I liked it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Parker Von Richter spent 3.5 seasons with the Mississauga and then Brampton Steelheads before heading over to the Barrie Colts. His offensive pace has gone way up since joining the Colts. 8 goals and 24 points in 28 games during the regular season, and 2 goals and 13 points in 19 playoff games so far. But he's also helping out by protecting that blue line. Parker Von Richter. Whew. Oh, wow. Now, here's what's crazy. The Brantford Bulldogs were a wagon before the trade deadline. And then the trade deadline came and they became more of a wagon. And during the series against the very formidable Barrie Colts, they went up 3-1 over Barrie. And then game 5 goes to overtime. Brantford can win the series right here and now. But off a tic-tac-toe, bang, bang, bang play in overtime, Brad Gardner keeps Barrie in the fight.
Crombie up ahead for Gardner. Gardner got a piece of it. Get a check. Pulls it away from Salandra. Pivots in the defensive corner. Crombie takes it for Gardner. Scores! They'll go back up to 400. Brad Gardner in overtime. It's a 4-3 win for the Colts.
Our player of the watch is the player who finishes it off. We talked about you get this deep in the playoffs, you want your older players to be the ones who make it happen. And Brad Gardner did just
What a season Brad Gardner is having. He was a 3rd-round pick, 79th overall of the Dallas Stars in 2023, with a career high of 19 goals in the OHL. 2024, he has 16. Last year, he has 18. This year, 31, as well as 7 goals, 16 points in 19 OHL playoff games this season, including that goal. That goal to just keep Barrie alive, to just force game 6. That's all they needed, and that's all you can win that night. Brad Gardner, the season you're having, the season you continue to have because of that goal, oh wow. Game 6, Brantford and Barrie. Once again, the game goes to overtime, and once again, Barrie's season could be done right here, right now. The game is in Barrie's barn, and despite that, the Colts are generously getting their show run. The Bulldogs are outshooting the Colts 57-27. The Bulldogs were outshooting the Colts by more shots than the Colts had. But Mason Zabeski knew it only takes
Trying to play it in a battle there with Paquette. Loose puck along Aitchison, takes the shot in front, backhand, scores! Mason Zabeski, your overtime hero, as he tucks it around, and the Barrie Colts, they have forced a Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Final.
Unbelievable. The Colts pull it off. Mason Zabeski's overtime winner forces Game 7. Dude, do you understand? Zabeski, again, played 3.5 seasons with the Mississauga, then Brampton Steelheads before joining the Barrie Colts. In 29 regular season games with the Colts, he had 6 goals. In these playoffs, he's got 17 points in 19 OHL playoff games, only 3 of them goals. Guy's been dishing it out. He hasn't usually been the one finishing it. But in overtime, especially playoff overtime, that puck finds its way onto the funniest sticks, and that is why we watch. What a goal, what a moment. The Colts actually find a way to force Game 7. Mason Zabeski, oh wow. In Game 7, Brantford outshoots Barrie 40-30. And Ben Hrebeck, who's been a mainstay on oh wow, posts a 40-save shutout for Barrie. Barrie wins Game 7 5-0 and moves on to the OHL final, which is an oh wow on its own. Now to our other conference final, we have Kitchener versus Windsor. Another overtime. Can't really have enough of those. Kitchener, overtime, power play. Big opportunity. What are you going to do with it?
2-minute warning of the first overtime. Rangers win the faceoff. As Reed here for Humphreys. Humphreys shot. Save.
Holy cow, that place is going to need a new roof. Sam O'Reilly has been a force of nature for the Kitchener Rangers. He split this season perfectly between the London Knights and the Kitchener Rangers, 28 games each. 28 games with the London Knights, 12 goals, 28 points. 28 games with the Rangers, 17 goals, 43 points. These playoffs, spectacular. In 16 games, he has 15 goals and 24 points. And that gave Kitchener Game 1. Those numbers, that goal, Sam O'Reilly, oh wow. Now, a few games later, Kitchener with the opportunity to go to the OHL final for the first time in a long time, Dylan Edwards.
Here's Reed, he'll throw it off the wall. Step for Luca Romano. Romano here for Edwards. Edwards, a shot! You brought the Gretzky Trophy to Kitchener for the first time since 2008!
The 4th game-winning goal for Dylan Edwards in these OHL playoffs, and there's none bigger than this one. As it's won the Kitchener Rangers the Western Conference title.
A season so great for these Kitchener Rangers, you had to give them a trophy named after the great one. Dylan Edwards, acquired at the trade deadline, scores the biggest goal of his career as an overager in the OHL. Kitchener, you're going to play for an OHL championship.
And just like that, then there were 2. In 16 OHL playoff games this season, Dylan Edwards, 12 goals. Somehow that's not ahead of Sam O'Reilly. That's how many goals he has. 28 goals combined. Is that good? 12 goals in 16 games, 20 points. Dylan Edwards has been on an absolute tear since being acquired from the Erie Otters. And now it has come down to the OHL final between the Barrie Colts and the Kitchener Rangers. Oh, wow. So, my friend, OHL final. What do you think? Leave a comment in the comments down below. For now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell your friends. SDPN is your place for all things OHL.
Hey, did you like the thing you just watched?
Was it hilarious?
Was it informative?
Was it me losing my mind?
Possibly. Potentially. Most of the time it is. Hey, listen, if you like what SDPN has to offer, you should check out more of our videos and subscribe to our channel by clicking subscribe, or Steve will find you.
All right, everybody, let's go. Woo! First overtime, maybe not the last. It's not our first overtime of the playoffs. Hayden and I did get an OT. Anaheim, Edmonton. I don't even remember what happened in that game or who won it. Hayden says, I don't either, but it was quick. And Hayden is hoping for a quick resolution of this game because Hayden's tired. He is very tired. But you know what? Oh, so Hayden was just told that if the game goes past 1 a.m., he has to stay on the couch to sleep. Sorry, Hayden. His girlfriend's very busy tomorrow. He's got nothing. She doesn't want him to wake her up. And you know what? We probably, as SDPN, owe her like a gift card or something after this. It's a lot to deal with. We're a lot. But you know what, Hayden? You got the cats, right? You get the cats cuddling on you. People are like, oh man, that's tough. All right. Now I got to tweet this out, make sure everybody knows. Anybody that's still awake, come join us for overtime. And the puck is dropped. Come join us for OT, baby. Let's go. All right. Now, guys, just because it's late night, I don't love making fun of people all the time, but sometimes it's kind of funny. And I just wanted you guys to know this tweet. They said, I know ESPN coverage is not well liked. And I didn't realize how much it's not well liked by hockey fans south of the border, but some guy named Nick Zaris said, Bucci-Gross and Weeks sound like SNL sketch making fun of hockey broadcasts. I didn't think they were that bad. I think sometimes, you know what? I think maybe they're pooped too. Could they be tired? I think they might be tired. They do games every night. Wowie says TNT so much better. They are better. There's no question about that. So we got our first shot of overtime here. Dostal makes a good save. So here's my question to you. Let's drop our predictions in the chat of who's going to score the overtime goal. Okay, so if it's Vegas, who you got? If it's Anaheim, who you got? Pick a player from each team. Let me know. I'm going to tell you on my side, I think it's going to be Beckett, Seneca, and Mitch Marner. I think it's going to be Mitch Marner, so we got to rub our faces in it again in Toronto. Those are my picks. Hayden says over under 3.5 Toronto mentions on the broadcast if that happens. All right, here we go. We got tons of predictions coming in. Somebody said Marner VL. Oh, I like that. A little off the board there. Who's ballsy enough to say Ross Johnston? Because he's on the ice right now and he's got the puck. Shot. Fourth line. Ooh, Washi with a good little tip there. Lacombe puts it on the net. Ducks were changing. And Anderson carries that puck behind the net. Puck to Moore. To Lacombe. Lacombe fires the puck up the ice. Gauthier driving towards the net. He's kind of pushed to the outside. Barbashev now going to start the breakout here for the Vegas Golden Knights across the Anaheim blue line. It's Dorofeev, it's Eichel, and it's Barbashev. Oh, Barbashev was sent in on a beautiful pass by Eichel, but was just tied up at the last minute by Minchikov. Barbashev and Minchikov battling for it. Killorn now along the boards. Vegas is all over the Ducks in their own zone, and the Ducks flip it out to center. And actually, Beckett Seneca makes a great play, and Shea Theodore falls, but Carter Hart out to play it. Remember, I had Beckett Seneca scoring the goal here. So I was doubly excited there. Out front, shot! Oh, and a good save, block? I can't even tell. Sedin Magic 15 says Alex Killorn for Anaheim, Shea Theodore for Vegas. Two very sturdy veterans. I like that. Zellweger, the goal scorer tonight. To Leo Carlson. To Mason McTavish, who backhands the puck in. He's got Gauthier with him. Carter Hart plays it along the boards. It's kept in. And Carlson is going to change, and he gives it back down, and it's Trouba now pitching. Ducks doing a good job of just, while this is happening, Seneca collects the puck, tried to pass it, didn't look, and it went to nobody. A little bit of late-night hockey, kids. Let's get going. Shout out to everybody that's going to be real tired tomorrow. And I bet, you know what? I bet what's going to happen on tomorrow night's stream, there's going to be a lot of sleepy text. A lot of you are going to be like, man, I'm really tired from last night, but I had to come in for this game. At least it's earlier. Oh, Rasmus Anderson in. Almost beat Lacombe outside. Just barely held him up, did Lacombe. Seneca across the blue line. Hit by Hurdle along the wall, and Seneca is going to go off for a change. He looks like he was laboring a little bit there. He did take a hard hit along his own boards earlier in the game, and it kind of caught him in the ribs. Wonder if he's a little bit hurt. We are 4 minutes into overtime already. Remember, there are no commercial breaks. This is going to fly by in comparison to a normal period, unless it doesn't go. Oh, Jack Eichel had a great opportunity. Dostal made the initial save. Jack Eichel again. Across to Marner. Score! Oh, no, it's Dorofeyev scores, and the Vegas Golden Knights end this thing early. Hayden, congratulations. You can go to bed with your girlfriend. And the Vegas Golden Knights take a 3-2 lead back to Anaheim, California, the Honda Center. That's going to be Thursday night, which is actually technically tomorrow night by my clock. 12:44 a.m. in Toronto. Guys, that was not a long overtime. We've been blessed with a couple of real short overtimes. And the Vegas haters are out in the chat right now. A lot of boos. A lot of boo birds. That was a great play. Eichel was just all over on that one. I thought it was Marner that scored. It was Dorofeyev. So if you pick Dorofeyev, Marner got the assist, though. Dorofeyev with the goal. Henderson Galbraith says, damn it, now there's nothing left but 6 hours of work. Hey, you could listen to the Steve Dangle podcast or the Chris Johnson show. You could do that. What a night. Guys, listen. I want to tell you something. We're all a little tired around here, including you. So I'm not going to hang around and waste your time. What I want you to do is come back tomorrow for the Avs and Wild game. Will you come back? Will you come hang out with me again? I had an absolute ball with you. We're just going to watch this replay one more time. Eichel was phenomenal in overtime. Why does nobody pick up Dorofeyev? There are 3 Ducks who do not pick him up. That's just bad defense right there. What are they doing? Yeah. Score-a-Feyev, baby. Score-a-Feyev. So, my babies, come back tomorrow. Join me for the Wild and the Avalanche. If the Avs win tomorrow, they're going to the Western Conference Final. But we're rooting for Hayden, aren't we? Hayden is a Wild fan. We're rooting for Hayden. They're going to come back. They're going to win the game in Denver. Right, Hayden? Right? All right. Love you all. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock West time. Love you. See you later. Steve Dangle podcast coming out tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to prep the show. I'm going to be exhausted. And I love you all and have a good night. Okay, bye-bye.